23rd with black pen.
Let's go!
Hey, you know what?
Why can I
Hey,
not
it's
remember
April
anything?
2023, so you're not wrong.
Yeah, no.
No, but I
You just
literally
made your
said
own
it's
date
April
systems, that's all.
22nd, and
Okay.
then I'm like, oh yeah, it's April 23rd. Let's
So,
write it down.
okay, so
It's April
God fucking damn it.
2023. You're not wrong.
you know how like we spell gray differently than how like the British people spell gray and whatnot and stuff.
Yeah.
So the way that
British people.
the way that they write dates, they think it goes like you do
Okay.
smallest to
I hate
like you
that.
do
I've gotten
largest to
into
smallest.
actual arguments with people over this because they're like,
Same.
no, but you should go smallest to largest. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
because that's stupid.
That's not how
You
you
go
say
how you-
it though.
You go how you say it, right? January 22nd, 1/22.
Right, 'cause what
Well,
Yeah.
also
going around
because
saying the
that's the order of
22nd
how
of the
important
month
the
of
information
April.
is. You're
Yeah.
generally
That's a really
talking this year. Narrow it the month and then the day.
yeah.
If you just tell me the day, that means fucking nothing to me when I'm
All
trying to
British
organize
people
something.
Yeah.
are fucking wrong.
It's like you
just
say the
worst-
31st and I'm like, oh
yeah.
good,
Right.
it's not in February at least. Like okay, like what?
Like that doesn't help
It's
yet.
always like so hard when like I can't
No.
tell because if the day is under like 12 or under, I'm like, well, I don't know what they mean. It could be anything for all I know.
Yeah, like I
Right
could do
now.
the like
Alright.
so. Okay, it's the
What the
22nd, but is it the 22nd of April or March? Because one of those is okay, but one of those is a
It's
big
just
no.
gone brought up like a couple of times, and I'm just like upset because it's like no, you think you're smart here, but you're actually being dumb. You're so dumb.
You are the dumbest bitch I've ever met.
You're so dumb you can't even
Rationally
see
angry.
you're wrong. Because fucking dates, man.
They actually, the way that their calendars work, there's actually 31 pages, and then it's by each month on each
Yeah,
page.
like yeah, is that how you do it?
And then some pages are a little shorter than others.
For fuck's sake.
Sorry, this is going back to like the I'm a thirsty little flower meme, but I had it open on Google and I was looking at the. I wasn't even looking at the
Yeah, you
related
are.
images. I just saw this. I'm gonna send it in Blight, I guess. Is this a D&D meme? It's because I think it's like from Stranger
can
Things, but a lot of
be.
Stranger things are based off D&D, like the
Sure.
Mind Flayer. Is that what this is?
Use your brain. Mind flayers are fucked. They're
It's-
so weird.
Oh, I hate that. I hate what it looks like.
Let me pull up my notes because nobody else takes notes in this campaign. No one knows what's going on.
I wrote notes on a different piece of paper, and now I'm transferring them to my
Uh-huh.
notebook. But the thing is, I
sure.
have the
Yeah.
tattoo, and I can't. I have to cut
Yeah.
and glue it in. 'Cause I'm not gonna redraw that. 'cause
Ooh,
it's
it's
not
like
the same.
scrap-
Funny, I was actually
I love
recording
that.
the
I need
notes on Cam's computers, so
I'm like,
I
do
feel
I
like
need a
Alright,
Cam
Cam.
should
professional
pull up my
with
notes.
Ty's doodle on top of
I was
it?
on
Because I think
Cam's
that one's more
computer.
accurate and important. And I'm like, do I print that off? I don't
Can.
want to.
I mean, if you think, I don't know.
Because I have to print
not
up
my
a small
book.
corner on a
That's-
large piece of paper and then cut it out. I should get a small printer.
Alright, last
The fun
time
ones.
on the Bright Blight, the unnamed party solved my optional boss puzzle by defeating the optional boss. Good job. With a few close calls to Penny and Gris, they were able to pull through thanks to the magical assistance of Sam, the strength of Pal, and the brutality of Noda, and slay the Guardian.
Yeah.
After gathering loot, Penny tried to make sense of what they've experienced in Aya and Nor, and came to the conclusion that the Guardian was actually from a time separate than the undead that they fought, and that maybe this Guardian was meant to protect the eccentric Metals Olmeron instead of the nobility that wore it. And that was all of Session 9.
We got some loot. We got some
You got
money.
some loot?
We long rested.
Yeah, you
and
took a
we're
long
about to
rest.
Head back down the mountain to town.
But yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to do within this mausoleum?
Don't think so.
I think we're
What
probably
is
good.
Oh wait, all right. We took a rest. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Leo's already long rested all of us, so everyone should be back to full everything.
Noda also got a tattoo. I think that's really important to say.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
So we all attune to our stuff during the long rest, right?
Yes.
It is
Yeah.
fucking long rest.
Yeah, do I hit this button? Do it? Not equipped. Equipped. It's
Oh,
now equipped.
right.
Alright. Alright. Let me pull this out here, and then let me, you guys head out, you guys climb out of the long staircase out of the mausoleum. You
Wait.
come up to, yeah?
Sorry, is the ring of whatever I got attunement?
It is, yes.
That doesn't say so on the information for it.
Then I guess it's not.
Awesome.
So I
Again,
had questions about how that actually operates, but that answers my question.
I guess. Guess it doesn't need attunement, but again, I'm not too if you guys somehow find a way to, like, break the game with this Ring of Water Walking, I'll be proud. And less upset.
So that's what your ring is?
Yes, thank you, Leo.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah, I got a ring of water walking.
You're gonna have a Jesus moment at some point where all
yeah,
gonna be
Jesus
very
moment in the
confused.
desert.
Where Grace becomes religious.
There's
You
no-
find a puddle and we're just walking over, but you're hovering a little bit. We're like, hello?
You gotta
Alright.
create water and shape water, and then we've got all the stuff.
I'm not wasting. I'm not
Alright.
wasting a cantrip and a
Not
spell
even for a bit.
to walk on water.
We're
Hey,
right
wait,
by.
we're all-
We gotta wait. You're on top of the water right now. It's already
Whoa,
working.
Penny, how
Your
you
mic's
doing
not
that?
picking you up. Lucy, your
Penny,
mic's
you're
not
so
picking you
good.
up.
No.
Yeah. Wait, yeah, it was.
It is.
Yeah, it was.
That is.
Yeah,
heard
we-
all
Maybe
of
it's
it.
just
We were able to hear it. Yeah, just you.
Give Lucy. No, now she doesn't. She left. It was already working.
It wasn't me. It was Cam that left.
It was me.
Oh,
I was the problem.
Cam's the problem.
Someone ban
Typical.
Lucy so we could say,
No,
"Oh no,
wait.
Lucy."
You got it. You got it. I gotcha.
Please.
all right.
God, Penny, you're like as tall as a mountain.
Thank you.
We're gonna make this joke every time we're on Matthew.
Absolutely.
I don't remember that joke.
Only
being
Penny's the one
said
that grows
before.
super fucking tall.
If you guys have a better idea for a token to use as your party's location, then it's just gonna be this. Because I'm tired of moving
This
5
works.
tokens on a
Just shrink
map.
it down super small, so we can't
Um,
really see it.
no.
Then you can't grab
Well-
it either once it gets small.
We probably just need to work our way back to Cardos.
We were when we go back to Fiolet, I was gonna ask around to see if anyone knew anything about Omeron, or specifically the tomb and the crypt that we went through. To see if I could get some more leads on what the fuck he even was.
Okay, sure. So the trip back to Fiolet, without the assistance of a trained guide or an experienced animal like cat or Karth, it's going to be roughly 3 hours to get back to Fiolet, navigating your way down the mountains. Granted, there's no sandstorm to block your or hinder your movement, so it should be fine.
Yeah, the whole time Penny is just kind of quiet and looks a little not sad, but just quiet.
Distant.
Yeah, I guess that would be a way to put
Got
it.
that 1,000-yard stare.
Yeah,
Sure.
Sam would like to have a 1-yard stare.
Alright.
He's looking
He's
at the
crossing.
four
Yeah, he's
rocks.
blasting.
You're-
Bonus getting 1 yard in front of Sam.
Very well. Sam, you adopt a 1-yard stare.
2-yard stare. Take it or leave it.
Very well, I'll take it.
Let's go.
Whole 6
Uh,
feet.
Let's go. But you guys make it to Fiolet. You guys left early in the morning, so it's like late morning by the time you get in. Everyone's waking up. Fiolet is still a relatively it doesn't have the potency or size of one of the major cities. You've been to Margarine and Cardos and Lucky Fortune. Those are bustling cities. This is still more of a quaint town with a bit more amenities than some of the other ones you visited, like Dull Rock, but still not quite the size, resources, or popularity of others.
Mm. Is there a blacksmith in town?
not explicitly a blacksmith. The closest thing they have to that is the Scorched Spore, which you actually visited earlier, which deals with adventuring equipment. They occasionally have some crafting, though they are more associated with like fletching and arrows, mind you.
Yeah. I probably don't know much about the Omeron. And then
Yeah, anything you'd like to do in here?
trying to think of, would I be able to try and maybe ask around and see if anyone knows anything about the crypt up top? Like, is there anyone that's charged with caring for it? Has it just been sitting abandoned? Like,
So it was pretty much just sitting abandoned. The reason why you heard about it is because somebody discovered it recently in such close proximity to a settlement. That's why it was.
so it's something new to this area, technically.
Yes, there might be some information about it, mind you, but like it would just be hearsay and like word that's been traveling through town, basically. But it's hard. The best source for that place is unfortunately your party, because
Fuck.
yeah,
I ask the experts when I'm the expert.
God damn it.
basically, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, you could
when
find a historian and drag them up there if you want, but like,
When we go through town, would I be able to buy incense?
yeah,
For...
you'd be able to do so. How much incense are you buying?
I'm dropping the last of my 20 gold on incense.
All
That's a lot
right.
of sticks, Penny.
Well, it
That's a
takes
big
a lot.
handful.
It takes a lot to reform Bert sometimes, and he kind of kept exploding when we were in there.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was there. That was unfortunate.
So I just want to restock because I ended up using all my incense when we were in there.
All right. Oh, let me.
I would like to
add-
get some other spell components, maybe, but this is the last of my money.
Probably would have been following. I'd assume I'd see this happening.
But
If I see you starting,
we're just all like mingling as a group, just doing shopping.
right? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm assuming I didn't
See
just
Teddy's
split off and
little-
go somewhere else. If I see you reaching in to grab your money,
I was like,
just
yeah,
stop
wait,
and
what
say,
about all the money you
We've
found,
got-
pal?
Oh, you found money in there?
Oh,
Yep,
are you
we'll
gonna
be
you're
using
gonna
this to
share it,
pay
right?
for group expenses.
Group
As long as
offenses.
we're not planning on
Let's
splitting
go.
up at any
Yeah,
other
sorry
point.
about that.
But
All right,
Are we
20.
getting allowance?
I can take 20 out of it and just make that easy.
All right, sure.
Unless you're buying more, whatever. As long as it's not an extreme
let
amount.
me look at my spell list to see if there's.
Are you
Alright.
holding on to all of it, or
I-
are you going to distribute it amongst us?
Right now, the intention is to hold on to it for,
Right.
as a.
Yeah. Right
This
now
is-
he's the right now he's the treasurer.
He's the treasure.
What if I want to buy something though?
Well, then
let
you
me
let
just
me know, and
double-check
that way I
spells before we go into-
understand where everybody's money is going. And I
Now
can tell
you're
if somebody's
policing.
taking
Are
too
there,
much of
are
the
there,
group's
is
expenses.
there like a souvenir shop nearby with like keychains and t-shirts?
I'm not using the group expenses.
wanna go
I've
get
always
my-
wanted one of these.
That is a fair
I
point,
wanna
though.
go
I
get,
am
like-
I went to
gonna
feel that all
really
I got
quickly
was this
divvy out 20
t-shirt.
gold to each person, just as a, this is, if you're just getting something small, it's not worth.
Everyone gets
Um,
pocket money.
Actually, instead of 20 gold, 200 silver to each person.
I don't need that.
200 silver is
that
a
the
lot
same
more
thing?
than 20 gold. Look at that jingle.
Oh yeah, it's a lot
Like
heavier.
monetarily, is that the same thing?
Isn't it 5
Yes.
silver to 1 gold?
Okay.
I thought it was
No,
10.
no,
when
it's
I
10. It's
asked
10
Leo
silver.
earlier.
It's 10 silver to 1 gold.
So we all got 200 silver?
Yes, 200
Yes.
silver. You could also,
Okay.
if you're gonna convert it, just do 20 gold. But I'm getting rid of the silver because I have so fucking much of it.
Okay, I don't need that.
So I lose 800. So
I
I
think
don't
the only
care.
thing I'm gonna need
Yeah.
is something I won't be able to buy here.
All right, well, we can get it up ahead. Did you get any? Did you just get 20 gold of incense?
I'm gonna get if I have another 20, I'm gonna get another 20.
All right,
All right.
and we're gonna make it. I'm just gonna take 40 out of the group funds.
All right, another 20 then for you.
So you keep your
So
20.
40 total.
To,
All right.
God, that weighs so
you
much.
you have 20 pounds of incense in your inventory now.
Jesus Christ.
How
we need
much
a bag
does
of- We need a
Penny
bag
weigh?
of Holden.
Yeah. You're free to give that incense to someone else to carry it, but you won't have
No,
it.
I'm not carrying much else. I'm nowhere near over encumbered. I'm like halfway. Like I still got plenty of
Yeah, you're fine,
stuff I
but
can carry.
I love that it
But
calculates the weight.
eventually-
I love that it calculates the weight of things now. It's so good.
Is 200 silver a lot heavier than? Well, of course it's heavier than 20 gold. That's 200 coins bouncing
The
around
currency
in there.
doesn't
Actually,
seem
the
to
feathers-
What's
have
heavier, a
weight.
pound of feathers or a pound of?
Oh.
I don't get it.
200
But-
I
pounds
was
of
fully
silver
convinced that it's a
myself.
pound of bricks that's heavier.
But bricks are heavy.
Steel's heavier than feathers.
I'm throwing
Steel's
out my
heavier than
spoiled good berries. I'm just gonna get rid of those.
They're
I
good.
love that guy so much.
They're still tasty. They're just regular berries now.
I don't really
Oh,
need to
the good
eat,
berries?
though. That's
Oh,
Well,
that's
are you
true.
gonna eat those then?
I'll take them off your hands.
Oh
you
yeah,
just-
that's
it's
like
like
spoiled.
Basically underneath your bag as you're holding it up,
okay.
cleaning it
Well,
out.
you can take the berries then. I don't.
She takes them.
It's
and
just 2 berries.
she feeds one to Bert, who goes straight through his mouth, out of his chin, just down onto the ground.
Oh no.
Oh right, you're a skeleton now. But eventually, I will, out of character, I will need a gilded skull worth 300 gold pieces. Whether we find and/or make that ourselves, I'm going to need.
What will it do?
It'll allow me to summon undead, which is different from animating dead.
Ooh.
But it's going to be a part of like my combo when we get up to higher levels. So I don't need it until level 6. So we got plenty of time. But
Out of character, what would a bard combo look like? Just a standard lore bard combo?
that-
Because I have
that-
no idea.
that
where I
depends
should
on
end
what-
up.
how you want to
That
play.
depends on what kind of bard you want to be.
If you're doing for like max buffs and max debuffs, what would like a standard? What would I be looking for? Because I'm completely directionless.
I have a book for you actually. Then
Oh, sick! Really?
literally, I just finished reading it. I don't know how I'd get it to you. It's called Live to Tell the Tale. by Keith
Just take a
Coleman.
picture of every single
Every
page
single
and
page.
DM me every single.
Scantillate
Basically,
it
it
to
talks
him.
Or
about
like next time I go to Muskegon, I pass Lansing anyways. I could drop it off.
it talks about like decision making strategy and like specific roles and classes side decisions that they need to make.
That's
A lot of what you're
Helpful.
going to be doing is just kind of keeping your buffs rolling, at least like the more powerful ones, and then looking for opportunities to like bardic inspiration or cutting words people.
Yeah, a lot of your spells that I'm looking at like the bard spell. It's just kind of gazing through it. Not a lot of them require like any expensive materials. So long as you have your instruments or your voice, whatever you use to project your voice whenever you speak, your megaphone or whatever. Yeah, you're fine.
Wizards, everything costs money.
Yeah. That's sort of the advantage that Bard has, that bards can kind of just vibe and just kind of fuck around without having to worry about all the stuff that wizards do.
What spells do you have right now?
Well, pretty much every enchantment under the sun. Let me take a look.
He has Vicious Mockery, Minor Illusion, Dissonant Whispers, Featherfall, Healing Word, Silvery Barbs, Hold Person, and Aid.
Okay, so a lot of your stuff that you have is either pre-combat or out of combat.
Yeah, so I always put up the. Wait, now that you mention it, let me put up the 8. Wait, this is after the long rest, right?
Yes,
We're also going to be traveling for most of today. I don't know if we'll run into combat at all, per se. So it might be
8 hours.
It's 8 hours, yeah, but it's just costing you a spell slot that you can't recover till the end of the day.
Fair. I guess but the only reason I would use the second level spell slot is to either upcast or to use Hold Person. So either way, they're both meant for whether or not we run into combat, so we might as well be prepared for it. Otherwise, I'm just not using a spell slot for the day, right?
Yeah, which is fine. You don't. It's not like you're losing worth by not using it.
Okay, I guess I'll cast Aid on myself, Mr. Paladin, and Mage, so probably Penelope.
Okay. I will update your tokens next time
Yeah, for what it sounds
Let's
like with a
try and
lot of
see.
your stuff, you're just going to be trying to use Vicious Mockery to...
I swear this will change once I get haste. But
Yes,
for
haste
now,
will be good.
for now,
Using
we're...
Vicious Mockery on stuff, and then trying to haste the correct person, and then keep that going. For both of us. It's basically, we're going to have our concentration spell that we like.
Oh wait, secondary. really just off topic.
Sure.
So, is haste a concentration?
Yes.
It is.
Okay, so
It's also a
And-
very
we get our ability score level up at level 4. Is that right?
Yes.
And we're currently level 2,
Three.
3,
3.
3. Okay, all right. That's actually really, really good.
Yeah.
Guess who's getting Warcaster?
yes.
Ooh.
Everyone-
Heyo.
With haste, because remember, with haste, when the effect ends, the target is stunned for the next round. So if they
Yeah.
lose concentration, they are immediately.
They are fucked,
Yes.
and it's really, really not good.
Yes. So
Okay.
if you cast haste on somebody, your number one priority should be keeping your concentration, and then kind of using your action to cast non-concentration spells and cantrips to kind of assist in other ways.
And-
That's why I only have one concentration spell, which is Maximilian's Earthen's Grasp.
Yeah.
I use that to grab somebody, and then I can use my other spells to do other things.
Yeah.
Granted, I don't have anything like Bardic Inspiration or Cutting Words, so all of my things have to be handled through spells.
I'm just looking for one concentration just to put in my arse because because it's kind of like you're not. It's like you're losing value by not having a concentration spell / bonus action to do, like in the
Yes.
last campaign.
In,
Where
in,
it's
in a
like,
fashion,
you just feels like you're wasting half your turn by like not having these things.
Like a good
ones-
a good multi-purpose concentration is invisibility, suggestion. Let me
Oh
think.
yeah, invisibility. I can cast that on Gris.
You could
and
just
that'll
cast it
be
on Gris,
free sneak
and then
attacks.
free,
free sneak attacks.
Free sneak. What?
Yeah.
Free sneak attack once.
yeah, greater
Specification.
invisibility is the one that like never goes away,
If
basically.
you want a good one to that's kind of similar to Hold Person, Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Yeah, the sabers suck. I think I.
You had that. You had that at
chose
first, and then you told me
something
to take it out for, I
else. Yeah,
believe.
I exchanged it for Hold Person because
Yeah.
they were very similar to each other.
Phantasmal Force is a really good flexible one.
That's the one that we had to nerf in the last campaign because it ended up just being blind, but also it's dealing damage to people.
I mean,
Which one?
it's Phantasmal Force.
It's not meant
Basically,
good.
Oh.
You basically
Isn't
just
it-
choose a character to see whatever you want them to see at the DM's discretion, and then if that's whatever they see damages them, they take damage. So psychic damage.
It's still insane. Even after we nerfed it, I kept it and used it like
Yeah.
repeatedly.
You can
it's-
make it so that everyone looks 5 feet to the left. You can make it so that everyone looks like their family members. If you know what their family
Everyone's
members look
naked.
like. Yeah, everyone's
Everyone's
naked.
in
You
their
can make everyone look
underwear.
naked to that person.
Oh
Like-
God!
You can make it so that everyone looks like they're a fire elemental that's currently attacking them. Like, it's extremely flexible in terms of you basically sculpt what they see. In
It makes
terms
it look
of
like they're
Shoot, I
naked.
forgot. I was gonna ask something else. I just forgot what it was. Shoot.
concentration spells,
You were asking about like bard
Combos.
combos. I don't know.
basically what a lot of your stuff is going to be is either. So this is actually in the book that I recommended. That
Oh, mage armor. That's right. So how does mage armor like work? Like I thought it was like 13 plus dex, but I'm
Yeah.
hearing that your AC is like shooting up to like 19 or something.
Well, it's because I have shield as well. And
I mean,
shield gives
without-
you plus
most-
5.
I thought shield brought you up to like 20 something.
Yeah, I get
Yep.
to 16 because, or I get to 15 because I have.
Yeah, he has
13 plus
plus.
dex.
He has +2 to dexterity, so when he casts mage armor on him, he has 15 AC.
Oh
and
wait. Oh wait.
and then
Wait,
when he
plus
casts
two-
shield-
is the dex from being mousefolk?
That's just for being. That's just for having my dex.
Yeah,
That's
for
just
his
from
dex.
the dex value.
That's his
my
dex
dex is
value.
my dex is a 15, so I get a +2 to anything that's dex related.
Okay, so yeah, so 13 plus 2. That's you with mage armor is 15.
Yes.
And then
Okay.
I can reaction
okay.
to bump it up +5 to 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
For
And
some
then if
reason, I thought you had like regular armor that was giving
No.
you something,
No.
and then you were also adding chain armor, which,
Unless
or
I get something
mage
like-
armor, which was adding even more to you.
Unless
No.
I get
That's why I was
something like
confused.
Elven Chainmail, or I take level 1 Artificer, I cannot wear armor whatsoever.
I see.
Uh,
Sorry for the confusion.
No, it's
okay.
fine.
and also,
Ask your
I
question.
can do stuff like taking cover and dodging to give myself higher AC, technically.
Yeah.
Which can be very important when you're trying to maintain haste in particular.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big things for you is just going to be learning cover and learning where you're positioning.
What defines cover? Is it like
Uh,
pretty much anything that just like can I
Depends
make?
on the map. And
It depends.
on
It depends
Can
on
I
the
make
map,
my
and it's
own
at my.
cover with
You
minor
can.
illusion? Is that a thing?
You can make something that will look like cover. It won't act, things will still pass through it, but if you cast minor illusion to make it look like you erect a wall in front of you, people will probably not shoot at it just to test to see if it's an illusion or not, unless they're really smart and they're able to tell. That's where they make it. They basically make an intelligence save against your spell DC to be like, is that an illusion or is that real? And if it's real, they're like, well, I guess I can't hit him.
Oh, rats.
And technically, because it's an opaque wall, any spell that requires sight, even if they know it's an illusion, they cannot target you.
Yeah.
I see.
Something you can do that's fun is you could just put, like, you could basically just minor illusion a rock around Gris, and then she becomes, like, basically you gave her a ghillie suit, essentially, in the desert.
Well, you have to move it yourself, but...
Yeah. But still.
Still very helpful. Okay,
Not really,
so
no.
you're pretty much playing it. So come later levels, it'll be like casting Poly or something, or
Yes.
in haste, and then just like playing a game of Keep Away with myself
Basically, yeah.
and Leo.
Bard is playing essentially playing keep away while also just making everyone else do
Playing
the
Keep
fight.
Away, but
You're
I'm
basically
also
having
outputting
everyone
the-
else do the adventuring for you, and you're just kind of there to just have fun.
Yeah, both of us are
Very
considered...
powerful face
yeah,
character.
we're both considered...
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of Bards...
Utility
utility
such
is
a good
comes
face
out
for
of
the
combat.
party.
Well,
In-
it's something you get to practice. You can practice that.
In combat, they have a little bit of support stuff, and then like Lore Bard can actually do some spell casting. But the Bard's big draw, like the main reason people play Bard, is they are insane out of combat.
Yeah, because they got jack of all trades, so they get like a bunch of cool. They're basically not bad at anything outside of combat.
And then they have some things they're nuts at.
Yeah.
I see.
So you-
expertise.
Yes, as you do.
But I think that's all the. If we're spending, are we spending the day in Fiolet, or are we gonna just keep?
I mean,
stepping on?
it took you like a little bit less than 3 hours because you have sand shoes in order to get here. So you got here, you bought like 20 pounds worth of incense, and as the lady like slides it across the counter, like you're getting this at like a market square, and you're just sort of like holding open your backpack and just like scoot, like using your arm, wrapping around, and just sort of pushing it off the counter and just having it drop into your bag and just kind of scooping it in.
Do you want me to carry any of
I got it.
It's
Are
like
you
the
sure you
size
got
of fucking Penny's torso.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it makes sense if you don't want me to carry it. I might like mess it up or something, because gone.
No, it's fine. I can carry it.
I mean, if you want, I'll
Can
carry
I
Lights
it.
are shaking
Check
a
the
little bit.
markets for sun goggles.
Sure. Make an
Sunblock. Can I
make
order
an-
a really big sun hat?
make investigation
Something to
check.
protect my eyes from the sun.
No,
Yeah.
that looks so cute in the sun hat.
That may be the next big expense from the
Hal,
group
if we-
wallet.
She's like
Ow.
looking at her fistful of silver. She's like, I could buy something with this.
Pal, one thing to look out for if you're gonna be. Oh God, he turned the filter on.
Oh no!
Ah.
My eyes.
Be blinded.
One thing to look out for if you're gonna be holding onto the money. Any chance we have to get a bag of holding. I don't know if you know what
Right.
that is, but that's gonna be really nice for us.
Penny
The
definitely
bag
knows
that
what
you
it
can hold
is.
Things in,
But
Yes.
obviously. What kind of check? You said investigation.
yeah. Which, by the way, Noda, let me look at your intelligence real quick.
I want
Um,
mine to. Any chance it could be perception? I'm just trying to perceive.
No, unfortunately, you're looking for something
yeah,
in the
I
market.
know.
You're
I'm
looking for a
looking for something
specific item.
specifically. I got a 12.
You got a 12. All right. Well, let's see.
I'm squinting, so I can't really see that well. So you just see my eyes squinting, and I'm making like the binoculars with my hands to try to like find sun goggles. Can I walk up to a stand and ask?
Yeah, sure. You see a stand that's run by a lizard folk that's just sort of like shining like several different goggles, lenses, and whatnot. Some gloves, some boots and whatnot.
I'm like trying to see
It's
on
like-
top of the counter. I have both my hands on it, and I'm trying to pull myself up a little bit so I can see what's on the table.
He's like, yeah, kid, what can I help you with?
Do you have? I'm also squinting very hard. Do you have sun goggles?
He's like,
I can't see.
you can't see. He's gonna bend
I
over
can
the
see,
counter
but it's
and then
really
gonna like wave his
hard.
hand in front of your face for
No,
remote
I
see if
can
you're.
see, but it's really hard.
Oh, that's. I was a bit alarmed for a moment there. I was a bit alarmed there
It's
for a
really
moment.
freaking bright over here.
Boy, is it. Let me check for a moment. And he's gonna sort of.
I look over my shoulder and give the rest of the gang a thumbs up.
He's gonna go. He's gonna sort of like look underneath like his little kiosks, and you're gonna hear him like rummaging within boxes and drawers. And he's gonna pull up. He's like, "Well, you're in a bit of luck. I do have one pair. Unfortunately, it is my personal pair." And he points to the goggles that are like sort of resting on his head.
Oh.
Afraid I can't part with these, little miss.
Okay.
Rather need them.
Tears welling up in my eye.
I like how he said that you're in luck.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I would be in luck if I can't have them, but maybe that's just an adult thing. Thank you anyways.
Sure, have a good day. And he waves you away.
Okay.
Walk away.
I wipe away.
And he's gonna walk
So
up and
funny.
put her
You're
hat on
in
Noda, and then just kind of sadly look back.
So did he have
I'm
any?
trying to guilt this shopkeeper.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm just like, I'm giving it, I have big teary eyes. Terrence is also just sort of looking at him with big frog eyes.
He gives a friendly wave back. Is that your
That's
friend
nice.
over there? Is that your friend over
And
there?
then I sort of like look between him and then Pal, and I'm like giving Pal a pleading look, like, can you do something about this? And I'll look at Sam, I'm like, you're the like in my eyes it says, you're the charismatic one, can you
The
swindle
fucking-
it?
You're doing like the Puss in Boots, the fucking.
Yeah. I'm just holding Terrence in my hands, and we're both
What are you
looking at
doing?
Mio
Yeah.
knocked her food over, and I was deafened. I didn't have my headset on. I did not catch what happened between.
Don't
He
worry.
said he had a
That-
pair, but it's his personal pair, so I'm like looking over my shoulder
We
at the
can't
two
take his
adults.
personal pair from him.
Hey, you
That's-
convince him. Just-
We
Just ask really nicely. Or
You could, like,
intimidate him. You're
you
freaking
could
scary.
threaten him. Say you
freaking
know someone
scary.
who
I don't
like
want to
make him
threaten
see.
maybe
him.
we shouldn't.
It's
Mr.
What's the
Shopkeeper.
thought? It was just
I
a
guess so.
thought.
This is a
Sam's gonna
stick.
walk up to the shopkeeper is gonna go.
not gonna
He said you're
fucking
in
rob
luck,
this
but
guy
then-
in the middle.
I
of
don't get it. He said you're in luck, but then he said you can't have these, so I don't understand how I'm in luck.
It just sounds like you aren't in luck. I think we have to find a place that has a pair that isn't already owned by somebody.
Wait, so Sam, you
Okay.
walked up to him?
And then I
I'm
drop my
walking up to the
head.
Oh my God.
shopkeeper.
And then I reach
Uh,
my hand out to hold Pal's hand because I'm sad and dejected. I
He-
need someone to lead me.
So,
No, it may
he'll
not look
acknowledge
it,
you.
but we are a bunch of fairly capable adventurers. If there's
Hey, oh, I
anything
can tell.
you need done in exchange for those glasses, we'd be more than happy to assist. If not, we're out of luck. But either or, if you need something done.
He's like, he kind of shrugs like, listen, man, I just came in out of town. Like, I don't really have anything that necessarily needs to be done. If you caught me like back in Grimazon, I would have asked for an escort or something. But like, I'm here now, and I'm here for like a good week or two.
Seems like our hands are tied. Better luck
Yeah.
next time, I guess.
Do you know where I could maybe find some? Where'd you get yours?
I got mine over at Delphine.
Delphine?
Yeah.
So out of the way.
Oh, okay.
Where is?
I
over
just
there.
drag my feet as I walk
We'd
back
have to go
over.
around. We'd have to
Yeah.
go around the lake.
You could either go around the lake, or you can get
Penny can
go
just
across
walk
it.
across.
You could go.
across it, and you come back.
You do realize that just makes all water solid to me, so I get hit by a wave, I just die.
No, you climb up the wave. Just
Uh,
I
walk
feel
up the
better
wave.
not
I
to
mean,
worry
surely-
about these things.
Surely
Hypotheticals
don't-
are called anxiety. That's why you don't worry about
Wait a
hypotheticals.
second.
I mean,
No,
surely
Free yourself
that
from
checks out.
this
That checks out.
Delphine can't be the only place that sells them. I mean,
Uh,
everyone around here.
No,
needs
Delphine.
them,
Delphine's
right?
not the only place that sells them, but also it should be noted, Gris, since you are basically native to this area, you would know that Delphine does also do like boat rides across the lake to Grimazon and Fiole.
Oh.
But since it's mostly outward rides, it's kind of hard to have a schedule for when they show up.
Well, we need to.
But I
So we
know, if not, like, because Delphine is just far out of the way just for those kind of glasses.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
would I know that, like, Margarine or any
Yeah,
place
you
literally
would
on our
know
way
that, like,
back would fill
you
them?
would know that the larger cities is definitely your best chance. So Delphine, Margarine,
Okay.
Cardos, and Lucky Fortune. If you're looking for something, that's generally the place you would go. The smaller cities and towns, you have slimmer pickings. Obviously, there's less amenities there. But bigger
And-
towns, more amenities.
I completely forgot which way we took here and which way we were going back.
We
Are we
went-
passing, like, Lucky Fortune or Margarine? Like, which
went
way
You're
around?
going
Margarine.
you're going the long way around.
Okay, around, so not
Because
gonna...
this is like
okay.
hard
This
to
is-
pass mountains.
This is hard to pass
Yeah.
through, especially without a guide of any kind. You don't have Karth, and you don't have someone like Karth or Cat with you to help you get through something like this.
Okay.
That'd be dangerous. You're free to try
Yeah,
though.
fair.
If you wanted, it theoretically could be faster.
It could be.
Could be faster, but the fact that you
yeah.
all have a pair of Sans shoes makes that more that reward a bit less of a difference maker.
Yeah.
Uh,
Delphine might have the glasses, but Noda, I'm pretty sure Margarine does too. So, I mean, it is
Okay.
further away. We could take a
No,
boat
it's
to Delphine,
cool.
but
I don't need to see
You can-
anyways.
you can
personally, I
my
think
hat.
Margarine is our best choice.
No, it's okay. And then I put my arms up to indicate that I want ups.
to who?
To Pal,
who?
because he's the tallest one.
No.
And I go over to Sam. I can't see.
If you want, you can get on my back, Noda. I might be able to carry you.
I walk
It'd
over
be
to
good
Sam
s-
first.
It'd be good strength training.
Okay. I'll go over to Gris. I
let
want
me
ups.
let me look at this, and then let me look.
I
at
forget
this.
how tall I am. It's on my.
Yeah, I was just like,
pre-prepared
I'm going
sheet.
for the tall people where I
You're
won't
both
actually
Yeah.
you're both
injured.
actually the same size.
Yeah, it's fine. Gris
Also,
wants
you're
to get
carrying,
stronger with muscle.
You're carrying a lot of stuff. Let me see here. All right, you're gonna be slightly encumbered while carrying Dota, obviously.
I'm not slowing you down, am I?
No, I need to get stronger anyway. There's no muscles on these
If
bones.
we do this enough in our downtime, can Gris's strength score go up?
If
Can
you
I do squats with Noda? on
if
my
you
back?
guys
Yeah.
hit the gym and exercise enough, I will give Gris.
Give a training arc.
Yeah, we'll give her a training arc, and she already has proficiency in athletics. I will give her fucking expertise in athletics if you get her to pump up iron enough.
Ayo.
Let's fucking go.
I'm doing like I have my shoulders, my feet, my like legs on her shoulders, so I'm doing sit-ups while she's doing squats.
Wait, so does that mean Sam can do something similar by like visiting the library and
Yeah.
like reading up on
Yeah,
history and
yeah.
Arcana and shit?
If you study, yeah, sure. If you study like Arcana, if you spend like days studying Arcana, like eventually you will be proficient in it. I'll
Wait,
grant
can
you that.
I-
Fuck yeah, let's
I'm
get
doing
start a
sit-ups
training montage this
Wow.
session.
Guys,
While
we have
Gris
to
is
get
doing
our
squats.
reward.
We
for
have
the
to go
training.
back to
Like,
Cardos.
expertise in athletics.
We have to cross the
We're
entire
on the
fucking
other
region
side of the
first,
map.
and then we can talk about
We're
it.
gonna have a very diligent training regimen in the mornings.
It'll be pretty diligent.
I'm
Yeah,
like, if we can
mo-
both get
most
expertise
train-
in athletics,
Most
that'd be
training
nutty.
will depend on skill check rolls and also circumstances. You will have to get creative in doing so. But yes, if
Oh,
you
yeah.
do, if you
Okay.
if you figure out a training regimen and you stick to it and you succeed, then yeah, oh, fuck it, I'll give you expertise in
we gotta do
athletics.
We gotta. Just
gotta.
it's funny.
I love the idea of Chris just trying to get buff.
we're gonna switch off though. Sometimes I'll be doing squats and you're gonna be doing sit-ups on my back because we're the same height, so it doesn't matter.
You're both not the same weight though. Gris is built lean, while Noda is like a little
different.
small.
Feel like a baked bean.
Well,
Like
then I'm doing it for muscle tone and she's doing it for strength.
yeah,
obviously.
muscle
Yeah.
growth. Yeah, sure.
One of us is trying to tone and one of us is trying to get swole.
Does anyone else
Um,
want anything in Fiolette?
Is there like a magic potion shop to like get like a healing
mean,
potion or two?
Yeah, there
I was
is.
thinking about that as well.
There
don't
is a
have
place to refill on some magic potions. Again, the Scorched Explorer is the adventurer supply store that's you guys have been to before. You, I think last time you visited them, you may have cleaned them out of potions, but I can roll to see if they've restocked.
Okay.
Let's see.
If not, we can just restart me tomorrow.
They have,
We didn't
they
run
have,
much
they have
issues.
not. They have not
We didn't run
restocked,
into
unfortunately.
much, if any, issues on the way here, in terms of like combat. I think it's
Yeah.
safe to say that unless we go out of our way to get ourselves in trouble, we'll probably have a long.
You guys
but
have never done that,
uneventful event.
thankfully.
Never, ever. So I think it'd
Narrator.
probably be best to start hitting the road, and then once we get to the start places like Margarine and Cardos, then we can start maybe looking a little deeper for some things to buy, things to work on. Because we already, remember, we get back to Cardos, we got. Where did I put? Hello?
Let me see.
Did I not write this down? I did. We have 5 figurines worth 125 gold each
Yes.
waiting for us in Cardos.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
So each of you will get 125 gold when we get back to Cardos. So,
Okay.
yeah, we should maybe do that.
Yeah, I'm good with
And
hitting the
then-
road. How long did it take us to get here? Like
A
days?
week-ish.
Oh, okay.
It did not.
Yeah.
It did not take a week. It took a. It took a. It took a couple days, basically.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did one full walk, and that got us to Dull Rock, and we were deciding if we wanted to blitz it in one day, and we decided to stay at Dull Rock, and then the next day we went to Fiolet.
Are we gonna stop by Dole Rock on our way back? Say hi to Gramps.
That's pretty much how the time works out, honestly. Based on the time of day it is currently, I think we could probably make it to Dull Rock, and then we'd want to wait there and then go to Cardos.
Be with Grampy
Yeah.
Austin.
Sounds like a
about
plan.
Nice halfway.
Was Oskin? Was the one
Oskin?
in
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oskin is his name.
Austin
correct.
Click Meadow.
Let's say hi to
Grampy.
Oskin. Say hi to Oskin. See if there's anything. Yeah, I'm ready to hit the road, and Penny just kind of like hefts her backpack up a little bit more. It's almost too heavy for her.
Okay.
I
I was
did
gonna
get the,
say, let me take some of that as I'm on Chris's back.
I did give the Olmeron javelin to Pal. Don't use that. I
I
may need it.
don't intend to.
Maybe actual if you're out of options, you can use it. but I
Did this
don't think-
happen while
usually
you were?
not.
Did this happen while you were buying incense? Like while you're shoveling incense, and
No,
you're
well,
like,
they were doing con man tricks to try and get this
Extort this man from his off his
You
gun.
were just asking.
I was just kind of silently handing.
You're basically
here you
asking
go.
like some guy, like, "Hey, can I have your glasses, please?" Like,
Well, he said you're lucky. I don't know. He's
kind of fucked up with him, from being real.
yeah.
like the
Well,
same
he's a.
shit when we're
he's a-
looking for something in Apex, and someone's like, "Oh yeah, but I have it. It's my gun."
He's-
And
he's
I'm like,
a-
"Okay,
he's
well,
a
why did you tell me that he found
Yeah,
one?
he's
then,
a fucking
if you're gonna
businessman.
use it."
Just to let you know, so you can be proud of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, Penny's all set and ready to hit the road.
Yeah, I'm good too.
Same.
All right. Whoever is going to be leading your march onto Dull Rock, please give me a survival check.
Probably gonna be.
Alright.
Because you do not have a beast who's familiar with
Got
this
plus
land
5.
leading you this time.
For
I've
survival.
got
Yeah.
+7,
I got plus
Hey,
3.
yo.
Oh,
and I can guidance.
I'm gonna slide off of Chris's back. I'm like, okay, I think I feel better now. I'm
Hey,
really
anytime
pumped
you
about
wanna-
us working out together.
me too. I'm gonna. I kiss my bicep.
13. Okay, it is roughly like 11 or 12-ish when you leave Fiolet, and you get to Dull Rock. It is about like 4:30, but you managed to get there.
Okay. We could reasonably make
It
it
is
to Margarine.
To Margarine, it is a 2-hour trip.
Yeah, we could
Assuming
reasonably make it
nothing
to
goes
Margarine.
wrong.
I don't think we should go all the way to Cardos in one day.
Can we stop by Oskin's place to say hello?
Sure.
Yeah, we can.
Yay! I'm already like walking over.
All
I
right.
can go say hi to Oskin, like, let him know that everything turned out all right. Maybe update him on what's going
Can
on.
I say that I
Yeah.
like grabbed a rock or whatever from the place that we were in as a souvenir to give to him, but it's just a regular rock?
Sure. You approach his house, you knock on his door. And he'll sort of open it and go, what a pleasant surprise. Hi, you all. He's like, oh,
I put my
hi.
arms up because I want up.
He's gonna try pick you. He's gonna try and pick you up like by your armpits, but then like there's just like a heavy, there's like a hook, and then just kind of like awkwardly moves into like a hug. Like, it's nice to see you too.
I got you a rock.
Penny's just
Ego.
behind both of them, just kind of shyly waves.
You did? Oh,
Get in
what?
here, Penny.
I'm good.
He gives you like, he like bends down a little bit, gives like a polite nod to you. Goes, hello, Penelope. How are you doing?
I'm good, sir. We just
That's
were
that's
walking
wonderful.
through, and we wanted to just check in, let you know that we're, for the most part, all right.
Oh dear. I hope nothing bad happened.
Well, not to us. The do you remember the party that we were searching for?
We did. They were wonderful folk. They seem to be a bit of a rush, though. A bit hasty, they were.
Yeah, that kind of bit them in the. She's gonna whisper under her breath. But, there's two
yeah.
of them. Yeah, two of them didn't make it. So,
Oh.
but we got the rest of them out. Did you happen to see them pass through here? They left ahead of us.
No, I'm afraid I haven't seen any of them, though. Karth, knowing him, he's a bit quick. I may have just missed him. He was, granted, he's not as friendly as a fellow to knock on my door and say hello like you all, but
I think like Noda had like forgotten that all of that happened, and then she's like, "Oh yeah, a cat died," and now her ears are like droopy and sad.
Oskin will just sort of like pat you on the shoulder and be like, dear, I am so sorry that you lost an important friend.
Okay. I guess I forgot what was her name, Kenzie or something.
Yep.
Kenzie.
Kenzie.
Yeah, I guess Kenzie made it. So it's
Yeah. But, well, we really should be going. We're gonna try to get to Margarine today, right?
Oh yes, he's gonna point in the direction like the road that leads northeast out of town. He's like, just head down that way. It shouldn't be more than an hour or two. You should be able to make it before it gets a bit turbulent and the winds get a bit turbulent. One moment. And he's like, he's gonna return with like a small bowl that has like just a handful of like small cookies in it. He's like,
Let's
they aren't fresh, mind you, but they're left over from my current batch.
Again. You always know what to do, Oscar. You're the best.
Yes,
Guys, these cookies
enjoy,
are
dear.
so good.
And he just kind of takes them and says, "Oh, okay, thank you very much, Mr. Oskin."
You're very welcome, dear. He looks over to Pal and says, like, I haven't yet reached out to any of them regarding the council, but I'm going to be sending a messenger soon.
Perfectly understandable. It's only been a few days.
It's only
yeah.
a day.
Yeah.
Has it been a few days? Oh God, it has been.
Yes, I need to give Selkath a couple of days to get his affairs in order before he makes a run up to Lucky Fortune for me. But otherwise, consider me RSVPing for such a thing. Yes.
Much appreciated. We'll try and get everything sorted out on our end before.
Thank you. Let's hit the road, guys. Okay, just
Alright.
start
Yeah.
walking.
Hi, Oscar.
Because- Goodbye.
Bye,
Be
Oscar.
safe. Safe travels. And
do
he
you wanna
will
get
close
back
his
up,
door.
Penny? I mean,
I'm
Noda?
shoveling some of these cookies into my mouth as we go. No, I'm good. No, I'm
Alrighty.
good.
Don't eat all those at once.
I just ate two. I don't
There's
know how
only,
many
like,
there
there's-
were.
There's only seven
There
in
was
here.
there was like 7-ish. It was
Well,
just a small
yeah, I
pouch.
definitely ate two. One in each cheek, one in each hand, and I'm taking bites out of both of them.
Dual fisting cookies. Arr!
Absolutely, I love
Rainbow.
cookies.
But yeah, with your 13, you guys are able to make it to Margarine. You begin to feel the exhaustion of traveling for quite some time. probably the one feeling it the most physically is probably Penny, because she's not the most strong
No.
person out there.
She's got good stamina. Her muscles just kind of give out real quick.
Especially since you had 20
to...
pounds of incense in there.
Yeah, and I think we're intending to find a place to rest in Margarine. I don't think we're definitely not gonna push further than this.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're halfway back, so this is a great place to stop.
It'll give us plenty of a day tomorrow, even after getting back to Cardos.
Okay. You have two options when you ask around when you enter Margarine. There's two places. There's the Krusty Clam and the Dusty Trail.
I want to go to the Krusty Clam.
The Krusty Clam
Just go by the name.
is usually reserved for like workers, travelers that have no business within Margarine or its neighboring cities tend to just go to the Dusty Trail. But you're free to try to get a room at the Krusty Clam. It is considered to be the most busy because it's where a lot of fishers stay at the tavern.
It's
A lot of people.
busy, it'll
So
also
it's like
probably be
a
more
bunkhouse
expensive. I feel
more
like we
than
can
an
just.
It makes sense.
In a fashion, yes.
Yeah, I feel like we'll just take the Dusty Trail. It's probably not as expensive, and there's no hassle about getting in.
Yeah, their name isn't as cool, but I suppose I'll be fine with it.
Branding is everything.
Dusty Trail is like this interesting, like almost like underground scenario where it looks like it's a bunch of like small houses like in its own little area, but there's a staircase that leads under, and you realize that these are like underground houses to remain a little bit cooler than
That's
than
cool.
it is above ground. And at the main one, at the main desk, there is a young kobold that has like grayish fur with like dark violet highlights, and she just kind of goes, "Hey, hello, welcome to the Dusty Trail. How may I help you?"
Hi, I love your hair. Also, we're looking
Thank
for
you.
a
I grew
room.
it myself.
Good. Me too.
We're looking for a few rooms.
A few.
How many
sorry,
rooms
I
will you be
guess
having today?
I look behind me. How many rooms, guys?
We could do with 2? Question mark.
2 rooms sounds good. Question mark.
Is that your question or an answer?
Answer.
Oh,
Was that a
wait,
question
I
or an
zoned the fuck
answer?
out.
That was an answer. I didn't say question
Welcome
mark
back.
that time.
You said it with a questioning tone, so I wanted to make
You're
sure.
not saying anything with any tone, but I think 2 rooms will be fine.
That's on purpose. It's to limit confusion.
I'm
She's
confused.
fit, though.
I'm trying to follow this conversation.
Yeah, she puts 2 keys on the counter and goes, "That'll be 2 gold for the night."
Okay.
Look over to Pal.
Yeah, everyone turns and looks at Pal.
Are you the chaperone?
Effectively.
My condolences. And she,
Hey.
she holds out a hand for
What
the
does that
code.
mean?
I resent that remark.
Your hair is the only thing cool about you.
Chris, don't. Let's not start fights. We're all tired.
I'm just saying.
You don't have
Okay.
anything cool about you.
Hey.
Penny, what does condolences mean?
It's like when you're sorry for somebody.
Why is he sorry?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
It's because we're so. We're so. Don't worry about it.
We're so what?
We're so. Wait.
It's fine. It's
Okay.
nothing you need
Your
to worry
rooms are down that way.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, miss.
Thank you.
We're all just gonna waddle away.
My fingers were crossed while saying thank you.
You got like that Arthur fist.
But yeah, you guys get your room. It's nice amenities. It's a bit cramped, but there are 2 separate beds in each room, and a chair in another. and like a small table at them. So it's you're free to rest however you like in these 2 rooms.
What is the floor like? Like, what is the floor made of?
The floor is very smoothed out sandstone, and it has a carpet sort of like it has sort of like a carpet rug cloth like spread over it.
What are you about to do to this person's floor?
I was
Just on
thinking
the
about no. What if I like dug a hole for myself and slept in the hole? But would we
In
get
their
charged
floor?
after?
We
That's
Please
why-
bury it again.
That's why I'm asking what the floor is like before I do it.
Well,
You're
here's the
not in
thing.
our room. You don't know what's happening.
you can turn sandstone into sand, but going back to it requires millions of years of pressure.
Can I roll the earth the sandstone crowd to be softer? Wait,
Do you
but
really?
it's not part of the
Do you
rug.
can I ask? Do you genuinely do that?
No.
No, I was asked. Oh wait, you. Yeah.
No, I was
I
asking about
won't.
Lucy, who wanted to loosen the
Oh.
foundation of an underground building.
Just under the rug. But no, I won't. Whatever. It's cool.
Let's maybe
Penny's
not-
probably the voice of reason. You shouldn't do that.
It probably wouldn't be good. Pal would probably get mad at us.
Pal wouldn't know.
Pal would
Yeah,
find
I
out
would know
very-
once he has to pay for the fund.
We would be long gone by then. It's
We-
fine. It's cool. It's whatever.
I guess I just won't dig myself a hole and sleep in it. I'll do that next time.
Can we throw
You
all the
can-
blankets on a floor to nest on the floor?
You're
Yes.
free to do so,
We
yeah.
paid for the beds, guys.
You can sleep on the
Does that
bed.
mean we get to keep
No, I
the
want to
beds?
make a nest.
I wanna. We're gonna
Wait,
share a
I
nest.
actually need to think about this. Hold on. Sam's gonna ponder this for
We'll
a second.
leave you one small blanket for you, and we're gonna make a nest on the floor.
If I can't make
I mean,
a nest
if we're just
underground, I'm gonna make a
borrowing
nest on the
it.
floor.
Sam,
We're paying for the
you
weight
come
of
to the
amenities,
cl-
not
through your-
the objects within.
through
I'm gonna
through your
scroll down the
pondering,
The amenity might be to have it for as long as I want.
Cam. So Sam, you begin to come to the conclusion that private property may be theft. Like you deserve this.
Theft is good, he thinks to himself.
Theft is good.
Yeah, Penny's gonna.
Sam ponders the MCAT for a bit.
At some point in the night, while they're like nesting or whatever, Penny's gonna get up and like, if they ask Penny, she's gonna say that she's just going to the bathroom.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna
Okay,
go
be
over.
safe.
I'm gonna go over to Pal's room, Pal and Sam's room.
Okay.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
They're technically like in stasis mode, but they are aware, so they can answer the door for you. All
Yeah.
right.
Get up and.
Pal opens the door for you, Penny.
We're both standing.
They're both T-posing.
Corners of the
They're
room.
T-posing in the
Forward,
corner.
one's facing
We've
the
been
window.
expecting you.
Come in, come in. Witness dominance. Witness perfection.
Oh God. Sorry, I didn't. Were you guys in the middle of something?
Yeah, we were playing some D&D.
Oh, what's that?
Never heard of lacrosse.
It's the devil's game.
Oh, like devils and devils. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes they cry. They may do that from time to time. I heard they
Oh.
do it 5 or so times. I'm not entirely sure.
That's really specific, Sam.
It's incredibly
I know.
specific.
They
I
do it at- they
know.
do it at the
Sometimes
DMC.
devils may cry.
Looks at camera.
Oh,
Pals,
the
alright,
store's
like-
actually called Devil's Never Cry sometimes.
Is it
so-
alright if I come in?
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
She's gonna come in. She's just gonna close the door behind her, and then she's gonna explode because she was a bomb the whole time.
Oh my god, we never could have seen that coming.
Oh, dang! I didn't even think about that. Oh,
You would.
Um,
I'm a fool.
I want to apologize, pal, because we got into that one fight back when we were staying with Oskin, and I really just kind of got mad and yelled at you. But then when we were in I know you were just trying to keep us safe, and then I almost got us all hurt when we went into the tomb, and I felt really bad about it. You're not mad at me, are you?
Not really. No.
She looks so fucking sad. She looks like her tail is like completely wrapped around one of her legs, just tucked underneath.
Aw.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's all good. We're okay.
Okay. I just wanted to.
Sam,
I
are
was
you
just
still
thinking about it.
T-posing in this room? I gotta ask.
Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Whatever I'm doing right now, don't let me butt in on this conversation as I slowly raise my arms, see both sides of my chest. Like, keep going. Like, this is beautiful.
Also, I don't know. I feel like I should apologize also for kind of pushing us to go in the tomb, because we all got kind of hurt in there, and something bad could have happened. I guess not to be super dire. Just also thank you for helping us with that. We probably wouldn't have been able to get anything done without you guys. She still looks like super sad.
I think this is where you say you're welcome. I think. I'm not very good at this. I've never been thanked
I
before.
love the idea that these two just have no idea how to deal with a child.
There's only one thing worse than a predator. A child.
No.
No. A child.
Yeah. There's no need to be concerned, buddy. You're all good.
There's no bad oil
Sure.
between us.
Yes.
Oh, thank you for reminding me, by the way. I'm gonna mark down one mechanical ration from both you and Pal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause you've been traveling in the desert.
Let me look. It's about. I have like a 0.75 yard stare at my mechanical rations.
Okay, cool.
His vision's going worse. Is Sam's vision be getting worse?
I'm just really into these mechanical rations right now. And I can hear very audible scraping of metal as it goes into my mouthpiece.
Okay. And
What's that scene from like fucking? Oh, let me find it.
Alright. Well, waiting
So
for him to find it.
specific.
Yeah.
he'll find it soon. Don't worry.
He'll find it.
We're allowing him to find
He's finding it. He's finding it. Oh, it's coming.
Me and Pal are just kind of
Found it.
standing, watching him.
Is it? Oh.
The sound for that video is even worse. I remember this fucking video.
Alright.
It's like just rapid chipmunk crunching. It's great. But yeah, so Penny's just gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna go back to bed now, and she's gonna walk out the room.
Okay. Good night.
When she gets back, she's just gonna kind of collapse into the pile that they all have on the floor.
There's a penny-shaped
Wow,
hole.
that was
right-
weird.
Like waiting.
No,
for
don't dig holes.
No, I mean like in the puddle. Like
There's an
we're both
imprint.
making like a round. It's like
No,
we're both thrown around.
when you said penny-shaped hole, it made me think of the fucking what's that manga image?
This hole is made for me.
It's made for me.
This hole is made for me. Shout out to Ginger.
Which, by the way, I was at not to sidetrack you. I was at Barnes and Nobles yesterday, and they do have like a ton of Junji Ito's like compilation books there.
Barnes and Nobles
that to
is
me.
having a surprisingly good has a surprisingly good manga collection now. Last time I went to one like a couple of years ago, I was like, this is kind of upset. Like I think
getting
Tart.
worse.
I think yeah. It's like-
As someone who's been recently going through them to try and find shit, it's really hit or miss depending on where you go. One in Flint
Yeah.
is great.
I go
Anywhere else,
to the one
coin toss.
in Dearborn, and it was all right.
I like the one in Brighton.
Also, I fucking love the image. Just Sam just being an orb.
That's because that's his
That's what he
token. That's what he
Yeah, I'm
is.
like, I don't know what they look like. so I'll just do it
Unless
very
I'm given new
basic
token
shit.
art, he is now Orb
He
Man.
is
He is
just
the orb.
GBA.
I am orb man.
You're
Penny-
just a
so
ball
Penny's,
on
yeah,
top of another ball to me.
He's the Sam
Penny's
Orb,
just gonna
the
come
Sorb.
back and just collapse.
Sorb.
and-
The more I look at this character, the more I'm down with it.
Because it's very like I thought it was very Ty Ernst, and it's one of the it's very much screens.
I'm just like, it's round and that's a friendlier shape, and you're the bard and like the charisma caster, so like it makes sense that you'd be the friendlier shape.
The friendlier shape.
In terms
He's
of,
fr-
like,
How do I rotate myself 90 degrees?
I think
you hold,
shift
I think,
scroll
shift
wheel.
and arrow keys.
He's just gonna fucking roll away.
He's
Wait,
rolling
shift
away.
and what?
Arrow keys, like you can rotate yourself. Like
I think you can also
left or
scroll
right.
wheel.
Or paused.
Oh,
Oh,
here.
I know that the shadow in the doorway
I
is
knew that.
Penny, but it just looks like a penis.
And then with arrow key.
What
Fuck.
is Petty Butt?
Yeah, Penny's gonna come back and just kind of collapse and pretty quickly fall asleep in the pile.
Hell yeah.
Paladin is doing some sort of stuff. What's all that clanking from the room?
Just loud metal pipe falling noise.
All right. Anything else that you guys would like to do this night?
Not really.
So rotund.
Sam and Pal, you guys finish your rest a bit earlier than everyone else. You have extra 4 hours in the day. Is there anything you guys do when you wake up, or you're just gonna continue in your stasis mode or
There's
whatever?
not
We are in a bigger city.
do I know how the markets? Would I know if markets are open at this point, or if they have,
Markets
like, a more...
should, depending on, it would depend on the more diligent shopkeepers would be opening up right around now.
All right. Well, that's probably the type I'm looking for. So yeah, I'll head out to see if I can find either those goggles or, I guess, I don't know what Penny would be looking for. So I guess I'm looking for goggles.
Sure. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Can I use guidance?
You.
I will do that then.
Damn.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, you find a guy that seems to have been like looks like he hadn't stayed here. He actually came in with a sled that was pulled by a series of desert lynxes that he's sort of currently offloading into a stall. And you see him begin to set up like certain cases and displays. You see him put up on one there's like several different bandanas and whatnot, and at the top of the display is a series of goggles for blocking out the bright sunlight.
All right.
It's
I'll
currently
walk
setting
up
up.
and just, any chance you're open?
He goes, I mean, I'm opening, but is there something that catches your eye currently?
I'll actually, real quick, is Sam just in the room, or did he follow me out? Because normally I'd have him negotiate, but
following.
if he's not here, then I've got to figure.
I'm following.
He's currently rolling
looking
behind
for?
you.
Yeah.
All right.
Is it rolling?
He's rolling.
Stop rolling.
He's rolling behind you.
Wow.
Rolling around.
Step aside to let Sam up and just kind of point at the goggles so that Sam knows at least that, yeah, we've got something we're looking for here.
He'll
So,
follow.
those goggles.
Yes. I didn't. I quite honestly, I don't know what they are, but they seem to be in high demand because I was only able to find one like it. But the person who sold it to me wanted to get it. Seemed like it was a good item to take, so here it is. I'm selling it.
We are very interested in that item. How much do you think it'll go for?
I'm stealing.
Don't tell them you're interested before.
For reference, the last place sold it for 40 gold.
All right, let's see. Does he
You
know?
don't have much use for that item. As
I already don't want it. Fuck you.
it would be a very interesting fashion piece.
He's
I
gonna
think.
squint and be like, how does this half elf is kind of just like scratching his his goatee right now. He's kind of just like,
Very clearly making a price up on the spot.
yeah, he's like, how does 50 gold pieces sound?
Ooh, 50 gold for a head apparel piece. I don't think it would look that great for 50 gold. I want to think about that. Ooh, how does 40 sound?
He's like, yeah, I could do 40. And he goes, like, reaches to take them off the display and just sort of hold them out to you with another hand outstretched for the currency.
All right, and I'll step back up, and I'm gonna take 40 gold out of the group amount. So we should be all.
All right. I will add a new equipment item. Oh. It is...
Art of the deal.
Out of the deal. Tell him you really, really want it,
Yeah.
and then tell him you don't.
It's like, JK.
That way, in the confusion, you get 10 gold off.
Actually, 40 gold is the
Yeah, we
normal
paid
price
base
of them.
price.
You
Yeah,
paid
that's the art of the deal
base
right
price for them.
Let's
I
go.
could have went lower, but
there. Art of the deal.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was gonna have
I
to
was
do
like,
a
we're just
roll
going
depending
for
on what you
as
asked
is.
for. But you're like, oh, if you want the base price, like, yeah, sure, fuck it. I ain't gonna
would love a
challenge
base price.
that. There's no way.
For base price?
It's good enough.
I
It's
don't
good enough. We
know.
didn't overpay, and that's a good start.
This is the beginning of his entrepreneur's adventures.
Yeah, they call me the level 100 boss because I always make the best deals at base price.
All right.
Alright.
I have added the
She's done
I've
at
added the
base
Blight
price.
goggles to Pal's inventory.
I see him here. Oh, cool! That you have an icon for him and shit. That's
Yeah.
wild.
oh, I was I was throwing together something in paint while this was all happening.
You can
But I
use that
imagined
send it to me and I can use it. 100%.
Hold on. But it's a picture of Noda wearing them.
All right. Well
Hold
then, less likely photos.
Noda's always the one wearing Blight goggles when they appear.
I just thought they'd look really funny.
Yeah, if there's anything, well, if there's
This is
anything
what
you
she
need,
would look
Sam,
like wearing
then
them.
we can check around for that too. But this is all that I knew we were looking for.
According to me, that's all I
That's
need
yellow
to.
swimming goggles.
They got the sun. They got the sun.
Oh wait, I like those a lot.
I just looked up
Alright.
kid goggles.
Then we will
Those
head back
kid goggles that people
and-
go swimming in.
yeah.
and wait for the group to wake up.
All right. You leave this merchant who seems awfully proud of himself. And yeah, the rest of the group wakes up. Noda, Penny, and Gris, you all wake up.
Whoa, Penny, when'd you get here?
Oh,
Was Penny here the whole time?
She joined the cuddle puddle. Let's go.
Oh.
nice.
Oh, Penny, nice.
That was
It's not
so
like
warm.
that-
We should do this more.
Penny
Yeah.
looks a little embarrassed.
It's much better than a bed, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So much more comfy.
Oh my
Anyways.
beds.
I pick up the whole pile, just drop it on the bed, and leave it as is. We had scrunched up the rug in there too, so the rug is also on the bed with the pile.
Fucking housekeeping's worst nightmare.
But at least she put him back on the bed. I mean,
At least we didn't
I'd
dig a
make the
hole
bed,
in the
but-
fucking floor.
I'd make the bed myself, but I'm horrible at making beds.
It's really
In the
easy
game,
once you
too.
learn how to do it.
Yeah, you
In
just
the
make
game
the bed.
too, for real.
Penny's just gonna
The
attempt
lid,
to make the
Patrick.
bed real quick, just to satisfy a part of herself to not leave it in
Sure.
a huge mess.
Make a dexterity check for me.
That's a 4 plus 2.
Somehow, you're really proud of it. You're like, I made it better.
couldn't get the
Chris, you can tell she made it worse.
Aw.
I think that's better.
Yeah,
Penny,
it's much better to be
Penny, what you did is
honest.
you basically like spread the pile, like the scrunched up pile, like around the bed to make like a flat surface. But all you do is like putting in like new wrinkles and sort of stretching the blankets and fabric a little
She's not
bit.
used to making a bed this big.
Yeah.
She fully tucked the rug into the blanket.
I can tell that it's worse, but to me it still looks better because Gris likes mess.
Yeah, you're like I like a more like stiff bed. So like I don't know, that's
Yeah.
kind of better.
Oh,
Yeah, housekeeping
regardless.
doesn't even need to come in here now, so maybe we should
Hey.
tell them that.
we should go meet up with the rest of them, and then
Yeah.
so we're gonna
Yeah.
head out.
You head out. The door to Pal and Sam's room is open unless decided otherwise, and you can see them just sort of there, just sort of chilling.
Just are they talking or are they just standing in each other?
Sitting in silence.
They're T-posing!
You already know what we're doing.
You know
At
what it
least
is.
what
No,
I'm
no.
doing.
Here, went out earlier, found these.
I put them on. I do a little twirl. How do I look? Oh my god! Everything's so clear now. It's like
We're
a
inside.
kid getting glasses for the first time. She's
Oh
looking
my
out the
God.
window. Everything's so clear now.
Are those what those glasses are supposed to do?
Whoa!
I mean, I guess
They also have a like slight prescription to it. She just
They have a prescription.
They're prescription goggles.
they look really good on you though.
She got them
Noda. You wear
sports
them.
goggles.
The teenager that was you guys ran into in the evening, it just like is just sort of walking by. She seems with like some cleaning supplies and looks like she's doing like the housekeeping. And she kind of leans in, and is like, "Those don't do anything indoors, you know." And then we'll poke her head back
Everything's
out and
great.
then keep walking.
I could see how great your hair is.
It's not that great, but thank you.
Just let her.
I
just
do
let her-
another twirl.
Just let her have this.
This
She's
is
been looking for
great.
this for a while.
Thanks, guys. You're the best. And I forcibly give them both a hug. Except I'm so small. I can only really wrap my arms kind of around one of their legs. And that's about it. Best I can do.
Gris and Penny, you hear the door to the room that you guys were just in, that you left open, and you just hear like a deep sigh, just...
Maybe I didn't
All
make
right.
that much better.
I think it was great.
And you see like a little
Regardless.
thing, like put a little thing on the door that indicate housekeeping, and you just see... you just hear like like the pulling of like sheets and like comforters and blankets off, and just like the folding of fabric.
They don't even
Alright.
know what they're doing.
Well,
I
let's
think they
set up.
gotta
Let's,
replace
uh,
them anyways to wash them, so.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that would make a lot of sense.
We can make
Good
it to Curtis today, and we can meet up with the person that I have his name written down. Of course, Keegan.
And hopefully Karth is.
Yep.
Yeah, hopefully
Alright.
Karth will get
It'd
back.
be a fucking disaster if he didn't make it back, and then we
That'd be
have to
kind of
find him again.
unfortunate,
I've
yeah.
created my first iteration of Sam. Second iteration.
Oh, I love him. His mouth looks like a bow tie.
Did you just like make an MS Paint version? Oh, you made an MS Paint version of Roly Poly Oly.
The jaw comes up.
Roly
That's
Poly
actually
Oly.
just, that,
He's
that is
small
a,
and
that is
short
a,
and
that is
round.
a mechanical mustache.
Oh,
Oh.
shit! My bad, my bad. No, I see it, I see it.
The
So
mouthpiece goes up.
if the Monopoly
Like a
Man
beak.
was in Roly Poly Oly.
I'm
Wait, I
imagining
just
just
Googled
like.
Roly Poly Oly. You're so right.
It
I was
is.
like,
that,
I know
that's
those are just lines, but I'm like, that's just a lot of suspender straps pulling up the pants.
Yeah. I don't really know what I was doing with those, but I was thinking to myself, man, it'd be really cool if he had some vertical lines right there.
Whoa,
so I'm
is that
thinking to
high
myself,
fashion?
man, he's got some nice vertical lines. It's like he's wearing a plaid shirt.
You've heard of one suspender strap.
Right,
You might have
clothing.
even
I forgot to put
heard of two
clothing
of them,
on him.
But
He's a.
We're off to a good start, guys.
Mhm.
If you guys want to head to Cardos, it is a 4-hour trip, but with your sand shoes, it's kind of bumped down to a 3-hour trip.
All right.
Um,
I think that's the plan. I don't think we have anything else here now that we've checked out and found goggles. Unless Penny needs something that we want to check around Margarine for.
Not that if nothing that Margarine has. I think Cardos would have everything I would need in the same as Margarine.
Okay.
I'm
Do we want
looking-
to check for a blacksmith here? And maybe we can run a cross check with this Encardos.
Yeah, sure, we can do that.
Alright.
I just want to start trying to figure out what this Olmeron shit
I was
is.
gonna head out and see if we can find a blacksmith.
Yeah, there's
Any
you
sort of
don't you definitely
type of-
don't have to search for it. It's one of the more high demand
That would make
services. So it's you can easily see it like in the main market square. There is a blacksmith of sorts. Again, this is early-ish in the morning, so they're sort of opening up, and you see like a grumpy old dwarf just sort of like yawning and stretching with like a mug of some hot drink in
Before
his
we
hand.
walk up to him, I'm gonna turn to Penny. She's the only one that seems to know anything about this at all. Should we be careful with it, or can I just hand him the...
Maybe don't hand it to him, but just kind of let him look at it. It's not. It itself isn't dangerous, but it's kind of rare.
Okay. Alright, and with that, I'm gonna walk
I
up.
think it is.
You sort
I'm gonna walk
of
up to him, just see if he...
Oh, Oh, top of the morning to you, Clanker. How goes it?
Is that a slur?
Would you like to do a history check to see?
I just don't know. Yeah, sure.
Can I check as well?
Yeah,
I was
sure.
like, whoa,
Did
can
you
he
say
say that?
He did.
He's so brave.
That's history, you said? It's
Yeah.
15 for
Ooh.
me.
History of slurs.
Don't
I got
say
a nat
histories.
1.
It's like World of Turf.
Alright, I got a 17.
17. Okay, so, dwarves and, Warforged actually have a history because, Warforged do a lot to him. Dwarves have a history with gnomes, specifically with automatons. And the gnomes did not respond too kindly to Warforged, whereas dwarves had a much more amenable relationship when they're just like, okay, these
so
things
this
are
isn't a
alive now.
slur, it's just
It
like
is a
casual
term of endearment.
Awesome.
If you hear it
That's
from a
better.
gnome, then you should be sus.
Okay.
But if you hear it,
that's-
from anyone else, they're probably just being like friendly or just trying to like basically do a jab at you.
Alright. Cool.
Alright, we've examined
it's-
your race and determined that's okay for you to say that.
All right, cool.
Noda got a nat 1, so she's like, oh my god, that's definitely.
Noda, you just bore witness to a hate crime.
My paws are covering my mouth. I'm in so much shock.
Alright. Let's keep walking. Hey, we were hoping to get this appraised or looked at. We found it in a mausoleum and weren't really sure what to make of it. I'm gonna take out the javelin and
It was more of a crypt once we actually got there, but
You're
To be honest,
one
I
of
got more of
the.
like a...
He's like still stretching and whatnot, waking up. He's like, "You're one of them ruin rats, are you?" And let me take a look, see.
Dropping these slurs left and right.
Yeah, with your intelligence check, Nelda, you think this is another slur.
Can't believe he's just
swearing like
saying
a sailor.
Even though
Oh
this
my
is
God.
like
Really
a
has been
this
on
is
the
a
sea for a
commonly
long
accepted role and job in Tenon.
Yeah.
Like,
it's not even
I'm
like an
just-
insult.
No,
That's
it's
just, like,
not.
actually-
I'm just covering my ears now. Too
yeah,
much for me.
too much hate in this world. Too much hate in this world.
From what I know of it, sir, it's a javelin made of Olmeron. But I don't know
let
much about
me-
Olmeron itself.
Roll a history check at advantage for him. Well, actually, he's a dwarf blacksmith, so it's Ubi plus 9. All right. Well, technically, it should be. Let me roll it one more time, just see if I get any higher. No. Okay. He's gonna be like, you don't say. Yeah, this sort of thing. It's the thing of this is like really fine steel. It's easy to work with steel, but the end product is about the same in terms of metal quality. But its uniqueness and color and whatnot, it tends to fetch a higher price in markets if you're looking to sell. As for some magical effects, try talking to like a nerd or some kind. There's plenty of them around here. But in terms of the metal itself, I've never been a fan of it much, but just kind of rubs me the wrong way, and it'll just like place it back on the table and just sort of inch it away from him.
Alright, I'll pick it up and I don't know if would I roll for this or what would be what's a reasonable amount to tip someone for just general information? Like I'm not trying to
You could just like hand him like a silver coin and be just like,
I'll
okay,
just give him a
cool.
silver coin then. That's
And we're like, you'll say like, cheers.
right, kindly. Have a good one.
So, then Isabella's like, okay, well that's a start. It's steel, but not really. It's easy.
It's
Nothing else,
he
we
said
know
he
how
described it as
useful it is.
basically better
Magic steel,
steel,
question mark?
magic steel that's easier to work with.
Maybe is there a
The
craftsman
magic
we can
effect
turn
seemed like
this?
the interesting part. Yeah.
It
Yeah,
seemed like the
yeah.
more interesting part about this javelin was less so the javelin part, and
Yeah,
more so that we have such an
yeah.
abundance of raw material
So,
in this thing. Maybe we
in
can
order-
turn this into like the
in-
gilding of a shield or something.
In order to summarize, it is easy to work with. So it is. Olmeron weapons are some of the few weapons that you can easily just like smelt down and just make it into something else without basically like ruining the metal process at all. Also, he indicated that it does have magical properties. He's not familiar with it, but it does have magical connotations to it.
Would there be someone in town we could ask about that?
You said ask a nerd. You're free to look around.
I don't know.
I have a feeling asking him for details on that won't be the most useful, so we might have to put together for ourselves what a nerd is.
Let's see, what else did he say about it? I'm trying to see. Let me looking at my notes for
Easy to work with.
Omeron.
The color gives it a higher price.
It's got cosmetic value.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got cosmetic value.
It's a little rare, but besides whatever latent magical ability it has, it's not too different from steel.
Yeah, I'll turn to.
Yeah,
Alright,
it's
so-
that, all that, and also that it just gives bad vibes, according to him.
Yeah.
Yes, he didn't like it.
So should we be looking for alchemist or like I'm just trying to name magic jobs that Pal knows about.
Maybe
Yeah, sure.
artificers?
There's alchemists,
something
or one of those,
artificers,
artificer,
enchanters. This
Would there be
Tenon
an
is the
artificer in Cantertown?
Tenon is the land of artificer. You could probably find an artificer in some of the smaller villages and towns.
Okay, so
If
we
you
want to
look-
find an artificer.
Technically, that doesn't imply it. That just means that they're far more common to find. You'll be able to find them anywhere, but that doesn't mean that they'll have the answer to your question. Artificers
yeah,
are
yeah,
magical tinkerers. Just
Right, yeah,
so-
I'm saying
so
that
to
might be a
speak.
good start, and they
Yeah.
might, worst case, be able to point us to the right type of person. Maybe not worst case, but
yeah.
they'd have a better chance than the guy who told us to look for a nerd.
I mean,
Yeah, we would
you're
try to
you're
track down.
this. It could, depending on like the community that this artificer is in, and also the artificer themselves. I have to roll basically see which artificer you come into contact with.
Let's go rolling dice. All right, yeah, I think we're looking for an artificer then.
All right. Go ahead and make a perception check.
It's general enough that we don't have to do the other one.
No.
I won't roll. I won't add guidance on them.
16. Let me pull up. Okay, you see an artificer like down the street, sort of like chatting to another merchant who actually has a building, a store building, as opposed to a stall in the market. And they just sort of seem to be leaning against his store, just sort of like tinkering with something in his hand. But it's giving off some like sort of like an arcane glow, and it has etchings in it that sort of glow with
That's
energy.
the perfect type. That's exactly who I'd be looking for.
And he's like, he's just sort of like chatting with them. Goes, yeah. So what I'm saying, it's a half orc. He goes, yeah. So what I'm saying is that it's just a bit more. It might be a bit more volatile, but it's gonna get better results, you know. So all I'm asking is for like a small investment of, say, like a couple thousand golds worth. Jeez. And like, and the gem shop worker just sort of like turns around, and, like walks back in, and is like, "Good morning to you too." And they'll sort of like go back to start prepare their store. And then he'll sort of turn back around. He's got like he's basically shirtless. He doesn't have well-defined muscles, but he has like really big, like a muscular body, less defined. He's bulky, I guess to say.
Yeah.
He's wearing like next to nothing above his waist, except for like a couple of like leather straps in which compartments and gizmos hang off of him. Like he has a satchel that's just sort of like clinking and clanging with a bunch of scrap. And he's just sort of like. He goes, so you seem to be walking to me with some purpose there. I didn't do anything wrong to you, did I?
Hopefully not. Not that we know, at least.
Okay,
we were
good.
We were looking to get
I know what you are.
an idea of what's going on with this. We found it in a change the term crypt.
It was kind of a mausoleum,
were-
now that I think about it.
Yeah, all we know is it's got some magical properties and that it's easy to work with. We're looking for any information you've got on it.
He's like, yeah, I could look at this for a small fee, if you would.
Oh, fuck.
Kind of tilts
What
his
are we
head.
thinking?
Just a measly gold piece, something to buy me breakfast and drink.
Legitimately, that is, as long as we get something out of this, that's worth it. So I'll toss him the gold.
He's
Good
like,
work.
he's as soon as you like toss him the gold, he begins like taking out a little like he takes off like something that's hanging from his belt and it wraps around his head. It's basically like one of like those eye doctor things that like has like a bunch of lenses that you can just sort of like slide
like
into
little
place in front of it.
Yule,
Yeah. He does.
Like the tie. Oh, not the toy dude from Toy Story 2 who fixes a Woody.
Yeah. That one. I don't know what it's called, but he has one of those. And he's like, oh, all right then, hand it here. Let me see it. He's gonna look at it. He's like, interesting. I'm gonna make it quick. At advantage, mind you. Got again. Unfortunate.
Dude, our experts suck in this town.
He's like
the shadiest one by far too.
He's like, well, what I can tell you is that, it seems to have a potent amount of. It's not exactly necromancy, but it's energy like it, you know? I feel like you could do something necrotic with it, but. He kind of just shrugs. Heck if I know. I'm more of a tinkerer of sorts, not much of a metallurgist. Yeah, I don't. If I had to make a suggestion, I'd say stop by. Maybe like historian, though it is necrotic. Maybe stop by like a priest or some sort. That could also help.
Advice on where to go? Honestly, I'll take it.
He kind of shrugs, like, sure, I couldn't help you more, but it's early in the morning, whatnot.
No, that's still more than we had. We'll take it. Thank you.
And he'll hand the javelin back and be like, he's like, he rubs his hands together and looks like he's gonna go back into the gem store to pitch his product once more.
Part 3
Penny's
of
just
the
gonna
fetch
give him-
quest.
Yeah. Fucking- Penny's just gonna give him a nasty side eye as they walk out.
Side eye, unbelievable side eye.
Not everyone's gonna be the most helpful. We'll just keep moving on. All right. Any preference on the next one, Penny? Between the priest
well,
or historian?
Given the fact that what we found this, can you chill, my guy? Sorry, Pot's freaking out.
I'm trying.
Given where we found it, if we were to go to someone who could identify the necromantic nature of it,
Thinking a priest?
I'm more curious about just the metal it's made of itself. So,
I don't know if we have much more from this. We can check with the blacksmith in Cardos, but I feel like
yeah, it feels like there's not a whole lot I can figure out from asking other people. Let's go check with like an archaeologist or somebody.
sure.
If it's common enough where people can say like, hey, ask someone who knows about it. Like ask someone who studies history. Maybe it's used elsewhere, and they might have some more information.
We're on our way. I think we're looking for
Historian,
history guy, archaeologist, historian. Yeah,
If that
Okay.
person also happens to be a priest, that'd be cool.
that'd be wild.
All in one.
Crazy side job.
All right. Another perception check then.
All right.
I'm going to help.
That was bound to happen eventually.
I'm going to help you. I was saying it while you were rolling.
All right, I will allow it.
Count.
Okay.
Okay.
Wanted to make sure before I.
All right. With a 13, you're not really able to find an archaeologist or a priest. It seems Margarine is one of the few major cities that isn't the most religious. It seems to be more industrial and business-like. Actually, it has like. It has a gem store, but it doesn't have a church. Basically, like it's very
Right.
materialistic here.
Okay.
As for
Well,
archaeologists, there's also no like library in this town, so
Yeah. Okay.
It'll
So
depend.
do we want to head over to Cardos, or do you want to check back in with the blacksmith and see if he can work it?
No, I don't really
Hold
wanna
that off
work it.
until we got more
I just
information.
want to figure out what it is. 'Cause I
Okay.
understand.
Then I think
kind
we've
of-
got our next steps probably not here then.
Okay. Could you hold on to the javelin for now, then, pal?
Yeah. No, I'll carry him.
Okay.
It'll...
Remember, don't use it.
I don't use money. I think we'll be okay.
How to explain to this child that I don't attack people? Okay. Yeah, Penny's good to head on back to Cardos then.
All right. If nobody else in the group has any reservations, I think we're heading out.
I'm good to head back to Cardo.
All right.
Mm.
Like I said, it'll be a 3-hour trip. You guys spent roughly like an hour meandering around the town, doing your little fetch quest. So I'd say it's like around like 12:30, like 1-ish when you head out. You'll get to Cardos at around 4.
Okay.
But you make it there. It's still in the
and I
evening.
think we're about to run you through the exact same thing we just did.
Okay, you're not even gonna stop by Keegan or Garth.
No, yeah, Penny's,
No.
Penny's
Not,
good.
we'll do that first. But
All right.
Yeah, Penny's just gonna, for the most part, just kind of spend some time thinking about it. But it's
Yeah.
just
we will collect and I make sure Karth actually made it back. Actually, that's probably
yeah,
step
we're gonna
one.
check with
Mhm.
Karth and Keegan, make sure they made it back, and then
All right.
maybe I kind of want to ask the party that went up there some things about what happened.
Let's go, private roll dice.
Okay. So what are y'all doing? Where are you going?
I think we're walking over to. It's like Keegan's place. Was that?
The
I mixed up
shared
the names of people.
abode of Keegan and Karth, it would be.
Yes. Heading over to where Keegan was, and hopefully Karth will be there.
You all out. You go to knock on the door. And the door is answered by a little halfling that you recognize as Kensley.
Okay.
And she'll go,
That's good.
she'll turn back and go, they're here. And you hear sort of like a slightly hurried running. And you hear Keegan's voice go, hold on, I'm on my way. And you'll hear the voice of Karth around the corner yell out, watch out for the little outer one, Keegan. She cuts deep.
I roll my eyes so hard. My arms are crossed.
Kenzie will back away from the door, and Keegan, the tiefling, a tiefling man will sort of like burst. I don't have art for him. I don't have token because he's not a combatant. If you hit him once, he will explode.
He'll suddenly gain a token.
And then lose it as he dies immediately.
He'll sort of like run forward to the door frame and like stop and be like, "Hi, welcome back. Thank you so much for saving my fool. He's
I didn't cut anyone.
He'll wave like a hand at you and be like, he's just being a boring, lame adult, sweetheart. It's fine."
I know, right? He's dumb.
He's dumb.
Keegan nods in agreement, like he really is. Yes,
You get it. You're cool.
I do. And he'll turn to Kenzie and go, Kenzie, dear, could you go fetch the box in my office? And Kenzie will just sort of like silently just sort of like trudge over. And Keegan will just sort of like watch her for a moment, then turn back to you. Is like, so how was the trip? Was it anything? Was it dangerous at all? Did you have any troubles?
Dangerous, certainly, but nothing you didn't tell us about. No worries on that.
It
end.
was dangerous more for some than others. Nona's eyes well up. She's like, I'm sorry, I couldn't save Cat. And then she'll pull out like the tuft of fur and whisker that she had like gathered from her body. Like, but I got you these. This was all I could bring.
Keegan, the like sort of like tannish red colored tiefling, would just sort of like look at you for a moment and then hold out a hand, not to like take it from you, but to like grab your hand and says, would you like to come with me for a moment, little one? There's something out back that might help.
Okay, and I'm like furiously wiping tears away from my eyes, trying to not to cry. I'm pretending I'm not crying, but I'm very clearly crying.
So, as she leads you around the backside of her house, you will see a small, basically, gravestone that's etched on it. That says on it, cat. One hell of a cute kitten on it, and then there is a box that's like barely submerged in the sand underneath it, and Keegan will like gesture over to you and like uncover the sand, open it up, and you'll see like a collar that is like clearly small, probably like it was probably Cat's when she was a small cat. And then there is like some destroyed toys and whatnot, and she's like, "This is Keegan would turn to you and say, this was the first thing Karth did when he got back."
I'm furiously wipe the tears out of my eyes and look over at Carlos. Like, I guess you're all right.
He's at a window that you can clearly see him, and he's furiously not looking in your direction. That you know he's paying attention.
I'm gonna kneel down and carefully set the whisker and the tuft of fur in there too, and like gently tuck it in there.
Yes. He was
really quiet, looking at my feet.
Keegan will sort of sit with you in silence for a moment before going. You were fond of Cat, were you?
She was a good cat.
That she was. Are you familiar? Not to be crass, little one, but have you ever lost anyone? You're awfully young, that is.
We lose plenty of people in my village, but it's different because they've all gone through the ritual, so I know they're gonna be okay in the afterlife.
What ritual would that be, perchance?
Well, it's kind of like we all go on a journey because in the afterlife you have to go through some treacherous thingy.
Yeah.
So
he's nodding patiently.
It's supposed to sort of prepare us for that, so that when we die, we can make it through and meet the mistress. Or something.
He thinks for a moment. He's like, "Well, Cat here's gone on plenty of journeys with Karth. I feel like she, more than anyone, would be more than prepared for such a journey. Maybe she just needs a little bit of support and words of encouragement from you. And she'll be just fine, I think, afterwards."
Okay. I'm still looking down, okay. Kind of kicking at the dirt. Cat, you were the coolest cat I've ever met. And I think you're really neat. And you did such a good job guiding us through the desert. And you're so much better than Karth.
You hear just like a facepalm and a groan from the window. Just. Oh.
And I wish you safe travels. I know you're gonna do good. Amen. Woman. I believe in the
Sure. I'll allow it. Saying these words to Cat, you feel something, your perspective sort of shift. You think back on your experiences with Cat, and moving forward, you will gain the Desert Lynx wild shape option.
Let's fucking go. She's crying right now. I made myself so sad for no reason.
What are you talking about? It's a perfectly good reason.
It's fine. It's cool.
Penny's gonna come up after you do that. That was really nice.
Thanks. And I'm gonna hug Keegan because like bury my face in like to the hip or wherever I reach.
He'll just sort of like pat you on the back, letting you get it out of your system. Penny, you notice that like after Noda just sort of dissolves into like crying into the hip of Keegan, you'll see Karth sort of push off from his brooding at the windowsill. no longer aggressively not paying attention to what's going on back here.
Is he walking towards us, or
No, he's walking away further into the house.
I'm gonna chase after him.
He's like,
Karth,
yeah, what can I do for you, little one?
I kind of just wanted to ask a little bit about what you guys were doing there and what happened. If that's all right.
Sure, you can ask me. I'm not too certain of it. I'm more of an escort type. I'm not part of their crew. I was hired as a helping guide.
Wait, that's probably a good idea. Where's Kenzie?
Right. He's like, she's not in the best state of mind, so maybe keep it light with the questions. I was gonna take her to, we got here a couple of days ago, and we've just been sort of, waiting for you lot to get back to make sure you all got back safe. I was gonna take her over to Lucky Fortune to see Deshaun. He usually helps people work through these type of things. So basically just keep your questions light. She's not doing the greatest right now.
Okay. Penny's just kind of like tap her like the back of her hand with the other hand, and just be like, okay. Where is she right now? Is she?
She should be in like the quote unquote guest room of sorts. It's more of a storage room, but we put up a cot and whatnot to make it as comfortable as possible.
Okay.
Let me show you the way, and he'll lead you to the room that Kenzie's in. Who is just?
Karth, can I go get one thing?
He's like, yeah, sure.
I'm gonna go get Sam because Sam is a calming presence that would be very useful in this delicate conversation.
Maybe he can. Maybe he can entertain.
He is quite the calming presence.
Sam is a laugh so you don't cry sort of presence.
I am
Listen, any charisma is better than 0.
I just bring the therapeutic energy to the room. What can I say?
He's my therapy robot.
Yeah, I'm gonna come over to Sam Big. Do you mind just helping me with this? She's kind of.
What you got there?
She's kind of sensitive. I was gonna talk to Kenzie about what happened, and she's still kind of sensitive about it. So I thought that maybe if you were there to kind of help me keep her calm, would you be able to do that?
I can give it my best effort.
Okay, let's go. And she's just gonna grab your hand and just kind of scurry back.
Sam's almost starts falling and rolling.
Sam rolls after Penny. Karth will be waiting outside. Yeah, he'll be waiting outside the door, just like jerk his head in the direction of it, like in here, sort of deal.
I'm gonna knock softly, like Kenzie.
No,
if I come in.
There's no response.
That was a crisp sound effect right there.
The door swings open.
Soundboard for this server?
We do.
Yes. We do.
We've not had anything for it.
Yeah, I can just do that every time a door opens.
Kenzie?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Alright. The Karth will open the door a little bit and just like you do that thing where parents like enter the room but then give like a knock on the door to like let you know that they're there. See if she'll respond. It's like give like a little hey Kens, you yeah?
We're gonna lose soundboard privileges immediately.
You're going to lose it very quickly. He'll go, hey Kens, what's going on? And there's just Kenzie sort of like sitting on a crate, just sort of like, Sam, this is the longest stair that you've ever seen. You're used to like a yard stair, maybe like 2 yard stair. This is like a 1,000,000 yard stair.
Whoa! That
and
is like
she's just sort of like sitting there, just sort of blankly staring forward. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna peek in below Karth.
She'll react to the new stimulus and just be like, huh? Hi.
Hi. I just wanted to check in on you and see how you're doing.
She shrugs like, I'm doing good. Can't complain.
Do you mind if I come in?
Sure, it's not my place. Guy
Yeah,
just shrugs.
I'm gonna slink in and drag Sam with me.
It's going to clink.
So it's the light pitter patter feet.
Clank, 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 clank.
And be like, did you need something?
I wanted to, if it's all right with you, I wanted to ask about the adventure you guys were on before everything happened.
Right, that. What do you want to know?
Well, I guess I can start with the simplest one. Why were you guys going up there?
Couple of reasons. Tantor was heard that there was a ferocious beast up there, and he wanted to slay it. He was always such a stupid person that believed in tales of heroes and whatnot. He wanted to be like that. He kept insisting one day he was going to fight a dragon.
And he is going to think about Noda in the backyard, who is very clearly stated when they first met that one day she was going to slay a dragon.
Like, yeah. He shrugs
I know someone like that.
Keep a close eye on them. I have a feeling they're not long for this world.
I sneeze. Achoo!
Someone's talking about me.
So was it just to the beast, or were you guys going up to the?
No, Anne Persan was she's a nerdy type folk. She was very
A nerd?
bookish. Yeah, she was. She was interested in the mausoleum. She was sort of she was sort of a wizard, but also sort of an archaeologist. She was
Did we recover? We recovered Ampersam's body, right?
You did, yeah, and you gave it to Karth and Kenzie when they returned
Yeah,
with it.
Okay, so they have her belongings then.
Yes.
Okay. Do you happen to have any of Ampersand's notes? I won't take them. I just.
No, I looked through them. She didn't have anything really. She hasn't been here. She gestures just like around her very long. She came here hoping to find something, and I think that place was something she was looking for, but she didn't end up reaching anything at the end of it.
Did she have an end goal, like the Dragon Slayer did?
I think hers were a bit more modest. I think she wanted to uncover an ancient, long-forgotten civilization.
I knew someone like that. Appeasing a god, maybe? Or was it more personal?
Shrugs, like, my eyes always kind of glazed over when she went on passionate rants about that sort of thing.
She sounds like she was a really fun person.
She was. She rolled with all the jokes we made about her stupid name.
Oh no. That's so sad. Okay. Well, they didn't make. So, did we find Ampersand's spell book? Or was that?
You did not. It could have been on her person, but it is now.
How did not sound like a dick being like, "Hey, can you give me that Dead Wizard spell book? I can use it."
Yeah, which by the fact that like no one like searched their belongings, like, okay, well I'm gonna cross that spell book off the loot list.
I was just thinking about that on the way back. Fuck, I could have grabbed her fucking spell book.
Yeah,
she had spells. Like
missed opportunity.
Yikes.
You gotta be quicker than that. Gotta be quicker than that.
We almost had it.
If I look through some of her notes, I'm kind of in the same boat as her, and maybe I can kind of pick up where she left off.
If she had any legacy, we'd be more than happy to.
She didn't have any. I looked through her notes. She didn't have anything outside of a personal journal. It seems she hadn't started recording anything. That crypt or mausoleum, I don't know which one's better to describe it. personally, but
It's really kind of weird because like the first part of it was kind of out sticking from the mountain, so you would think it'd be a mausoleum, but as it goes further in, because it technically enters an underground area, it is technically a crypt.
I think I'm going to refer to it as an underground stronghold. It sounds more complicated that way.
I
But
guess, yeah.
anyways, she hadn't written anything about that or about any history in general. That was supposed to be her starting point.
Do you mind if I take a look regardless? Any bit can help for me.
Sure, here's her. I have her journal right here, and you see that she was actually just like holding it in her hands, basically, and she sort of like extends it to you. It's like, this is what I was able to recover.
This is all I have left of her. Please don't take it from me.
So can I infer by that, like, the gritty wizard part of my brain, can I infer that this isn't a spellbook and that the spellbook wasn't recovered?
It is not her spellbook. You do not know the fate of her spellbook.
Okay.
You are going to have to be the asshole and
I'm
ask,
trying to be
can
nice."
I copy her spells? I'm sorry, but you're going to have to ask the how much of an asshole is Penny? How much does she yearn for
I
power?
brought Sam in
She is
here
a
for
child.
Yeah.
Yep,
So I'm
yep,
gonna
make it do it,
I'm
make it.
letting him a deep sigh.
Before I do any of that, I'm going to thumb through her.
At the
next
start,
note.
Sam was completely clueless as to why he was brought in because he's not the best grief counselor, and I realized, wait a minute.
Penny's
I
got
see.
Penny's got a small secondary objective that she's desperately trying not to make super obvious. But she's gonna I am gonna like actually read through her notes and see if there's
Okay.
anything at all of worth that like may
Sure.
help.
Make an investigation check for me.
Are you kidding me? It's a 14.
14. You see, it is roughly a journal that chronicles 3 to 4 months of the process of Ampersand meeting Tantor and Kenzie. There's like some personal comments about how she feels about them, some fun memories they had when camping out, traveling together, and just like nothing really historical. There's like brief mentions of like she originally came here for her studies, but she ended up finding 2 really nice people that she hopes to keep in contact with for the rest of her life.
Cry again.
I have a plan.
Do
in
not.
this I have a plan in this that can make some people cry.
Oh boy.
So basically, it is just a basic journal at this point. No
Yes.
actual,
It is a journal.
no specifics of anything.
No. There is like Kenzie is like reaches like behind into like her bag that's sort of laying on top of her crane, like pulls out like a notebook, but she holds it in her phone and just sort of like flips through it. She's like, there isn't really anything here. It's all blank pages except for like the first page that's like that just sort of says like ancient, like this is like mausoleum findings, and you see the mausoleum struck out and crypt written instead. And you see that struck out and said underground stronghold instead.
Kind of gal.
Yeah.
From what I saw, the way she was casting those spells was actually pretty incredible. If there was any way to see, maybe it was a quirk of their spell book, or maybe it was just the content of their character. Would you happen to know that?
They might have put notes in their spell book.
She looks up at Sam and says, "Wait, you saw her cast spells? When?"
Oh God.
I'm making out of character. I'm making a lie.
I know you are. You're gonna have to make a deception check first.
So I brought you here.
It was
You gotta
Almost
believe.
like
I believe.
even if she wasn't. I've noticed the way she was casting her spells. It was not something I've ever seen anyone do. It was meticulous, like almost like an artist drawing on a canvas.
I'm still gonna need a deception check, good sir.
I know. You're gonna need the deception check. I'm just trying to flesh it out.
You're trying to fluff it up,
Let
trying to fluff it
Let
up.
him cook. Let him cook.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
And then you look at my character sheet for the number. on deception.
You have a +7
Okay.
to deception.
Alright, 14 plus 7 is 21.
21.
God damn.
There you go.
That's my boy. That's my face.
All right. Let me roll something real quick.
The spells were meticulous. Very
Okay.
well practiced. Never seen anything quite like it. Even with like the more... I've seen a lot of casters in my day, but nothing...
All right.
She had a lot of innate talent.
Kenzie's like hanging on to every single one of your words, believing them to be true.
Aw.
But then what she's concerned about is like, wait, if you saw her if you saw her, did you see her before or after you rescued me?
And he's just looking at Sam like,
Cuz okay, so passive insight, she's concerned that you saw her then left her to go back to Kenzie. Like you saw somebody casting spells probably in some defensive manner and you just left them.
Oh no. Oh no.
so she's hanging on to the way you're describing her. She's like,
Hold on.
that makes sense.
well, Penny's gonna hop in. We did, but the sandstorm cut us off from them.
We only saw her briefly for more than... It couldn't have been for more than half a second.
We got separated by the Bullets, and that's when we ran into you. And we figured, let's save who we can in the moment.
With lives on the line, we had to act quickly. I'm so
Penny's-
sorry.
Penny's grinding her teeth. She does not like doing this.
All right.
It's fucked up.
This is real messed up, guys.
All right. So
But I don't know about it.
Sam has succeeded on a deception check. I'm going to need a deception check at advantage from a Penelope.
Oh, don't
Penelope
worry, guys.
Winthrop.
I got a +0.
Yeah.
At-
You got
at
it,
adva-
David.
advantage.
At
Natural
advantage.
20.
All right.
Okay, yeah. Children
Penny
are
was
fucking
born to
monsters.
lie.
All right.
Or to lie.
Penny's great at lying, but hates
Goes. She kind of just shakes her head. Goes, those damn beasts. It's just, yeah. She has a spell book. Means absolutely nonsense to me. Karth told me that it could be semi-valuable, so I was gonna keep it. Maybe send some money towards her folks' way.
Well, the way she was casting those spells, it's entirely possible we can find a way to kill the monster that did this to her.
And as well as, she may have put some notes in the margins of her spellbook. I only need to look at it for a little bit to be able to tell.
I mean, no, I've gone through it. I've had both Karth and Keegan help me go through it to see if there's, because her journal is pretty much unsubstantial, and we went through it. There's nothing there that wasn't some sort of arcane formula or some sort. So we know there's no notes about that or whatnot.
Do you mind if I just take a look regardless? I know some wizards tend to be a little secretive with their spellbook, so sometimes they write it in code. And I'm
I've
pretty
seen
good at
Penelope
ciphering.
work on her ciphers. It's...
I need a persuasion check now from one of you.
I'll do it.
You say, I believe.
31.
Persuasion is +5 to a 12. That's 17.
17. All right. We are going to have a contested persuasion. See if she beats that. She does not. That was not supposed to be hidden, by the way. She rolled a 6. She's like, I really don't want to let it out of my sight, but I mean, if you think it
won't
might
take out of
help,
this room.
she'll sort of like hand it over reluctantly over to Penny and be like, some of the pages got messed up in the sandstorm, but there is there's a few things that looks like it could be functional to read for you.
Mal, kill the bitch.
Okay. So I'm gonna crack open the spellbook and I'm gonna look in it.
All right.
What do I find? That
Um.
might determine if I try to take it out of this room.
Mm.
Also, do we know if she's been buried yet?
You didn't even bother asking what they did with the body. You just like, where's her spell book?
And that might be my backup plan.
All right. So fate favors you. So there are some spells in there. Let me pull it up.
It could be really useful spells. It could be absolutely useless spells. Spells are spells for me though, and I can permanently add them to my book if I keep this, or if I can somehow get enough time and money to copy all of them.
If I flip through the spell book, can I create a minor illusion of it in the future of like all like
I need the original copy to be able to copy it.
Yeah.
I see.
It's
there's a magical writing process to it. You could certainly try to place the book back in Kenz's possession and just be a minor illusion, and then basically steal it from her if you wanted.
Oh,
but...
that's
No,
fucked up.
I'm not stealing. Penny is already feeling super bad.
So
what she's currently doing.
some of the spells that are in there is false life, identify, protection from evil and good, ray of sickness,
Protection from evil.
silent image, and then there is a
Meteor storm.
Times.
there is a ray of enfeeblement in it.
Raven Enfeeblement next to the wish spell.
Do I know what Ray of Enfeeblement does?
I'm thinking enfeebles them. Using a ray, I want to say.
Enfeebles.
That's a second level spell, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Ray of Enfeeblement is
Raymond
fucking
of
nuts.
Enfeeblement. It's really good.
It's a
Insane.
concentration spell. A Constitution saving throw. And I already have a good concentration spell. But wait, can you read off those level 1s again?
Yes. It was false life. Let me pull it up again. I know false life was one of them. Identify. Protection from evil and good.
Ray of Sickness.
Ray of sickness. Yes.
Okay, the only one that would be really good for me here would be Protection from Evil Good. That's also a concentration spell, and that slot's pretty well held. Identify would be good to have, but yeah, I'm gonna. And I don't see any notes of any kind on the margins. Because
no, not
like
at
a
all.
half lie. Like I want to look in the spell book, but also like some people just write notes wherever the fuck they can.
Sure, not at all. No, this person had like 3 separate notebooks for like specified writing. No.
Damn, I can't imagine who would do that.
Oh well.
Can't see me, but I'm looking directly down towards Lucy.
What? Hey, hold on. Just because I have 6 notebooks on. Wait, 1, 2. Just because I have like 7 notebooks on my desk doesn't mean.
Yeah, some
They're for notes.
4 of them haven't even been
And
used,
hey!
Cam, for your information.
Yeah, for your information. And yeah, I got a new notebook today, but this one's for stickers, so it's different.
Okay, but I'm gonna close it up and be like, I don't see anything in here. Thank you for letting me look at it, though. And
Sort of nods.
yeah, fuck. I'm trying to see. Can I gauge her reaction with like an insight check? Would offering to let her speak to Ampersand be fucked up?
Make an insight check.
It's a 19. Holy fuck. That's my
Ew.
insight. +1. Dirty 20. Does it
19.
seem like the kind of person that wants to let sleeping dogs lie, or would they want like some final closure?
It definitely needs to be a private role. Okay. She would definitely. She definitely seems like the type of person that would appreciate that, basically, because like she said, like she wants to find 8%'s family and basically sell her spellbook, send that money towards her family. It would be a useful thing to ask her.
Okay, I'm gonna then. If you want to, I understand if you don't. if you have access to Ampersand's body, I can have a conversation with it for a short time. If you wanted to get a couple more things things that were left unsaid out of the way. I can only do it a little bit and only once, but
She goes, and you need the body? Yeah?
yeah, as far as it's how I sort of channel the spirit back through. Using the body is the easiest way. And the only way sometimes.
She goes, there's... You absolutely need the body to do this? There's no other way, then?
Has she already been buried?
She ate it.
She goes... her body's already been... burnt and cremated, I guess.
Okay.
She didn't do a great job cooking it.
Bro, you burned it. What the fuck?
It feels like a baked bean.
Oh, that's okay. I just thought I would offer.
Parth's just like, in this
Considering how much-
the course, just like, ooh, right.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Offer, considering how much you
right.
helped me. If you need anything from us, don't hesitate to ask. We'll be in town for a little while, so...
Parth will pipe up and be like, we're gonna be heading out soon. We're heading to Lucky Fortune. We're gonna pay a visit to, the House of the Hag. Gonna go to have a chat with, Deshawn, the head priest there.
Oh, okay. Well, Penny's just kind of gonna stand up and just kind of awkwardly rest one of her hands on Kenzie's and be like, I'm sorry, and then just walk out.
You'll
Penny
see
got overwhelmed there for a bit when she fucked up.
Karth will sort of like open the door for you, let you and Sam out, and then will just like softly shut the door behind him.
Once we're out of earshot, and we're just walking back to them, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look over at Penelope and go, get what you need?
Yeah, there wasn't much information that could have helped me.
Mm,
Even the
unlucky.
spell book was fairly blank. But as long as I can let her be at peace now, I would think that would be best.
Hmm.
Penny looks uncomfortable. She does not like having to do that. She is. Like, one arm gripping the other, like gripping one of her arms, just kind of like super uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Parth will like sort of stop outside, like will stop right before rounding a corner and will just like let you walk past him. As like you see the basically back behind the house, you see Noda bawling her eyes out into the hip of Keegan.
She's still crying after that
Yeah.
whole conversation.
He's like,
This is probably happening around the same time.
yeah, but she's like, wow, you have you need some water, dear?
I was about to say, like, should we get her a glass of water? She's gonna dehydrate.
Oh yeah, we're yeah.
He's gotta go, Keegan, I know you're still there, Grumbles, so can you get this young one some water?
I mean, Karth?
Yeah, Karth, whatever.
The
Get
other.
all-
I don't,
Yeah,
I'm tired of playing the gay couple, okay?
I know what you are.
Probably
Yeah,
shout
I would
out
like-
to the NPC generators for being inclusive, by the way.
I like Keegan and Karth. They're cool.
I like
Yeah.
them too. Well,
I mean,
Chemistry.
yeah,
I
I
like
mean,
half of
some. Yeah.
yeah, when Karth comes with the water, Noda's definitely gonna grab the cup with both hands, chug the whole thing, sort of look down, and then sort of be like, "Thank you for taking care of Kat. You're not so bad after all." And then I'll give him a quick hug, and I'll just book it out to the front where everybody else is. But it was like a quick hug, and I gotta go.
Uh,
So I sprinted out of there. I gave him back the cup, and
yeah. As you're running away, you're just
yeah,
sort
like
of
you're not so bad.
yeah. He'll take the cup so in order to stop it from like dropping to the ground. And Keegan will like let all soft chuckle and be like, "She cuts deep indeed."
Aww.
And
Weird thing to say.
she'll sort of scamper.
I don't know why. I just imagine Chris still being in the back after he said to be like, "Damn, that's crazy," and then walking out.
Yeah.
She was there the whole time.
Yeah. Karth was sort of turned to Chris and be like,
"What a weird thing to say." Walks out, hands in pockets.
yeah.
My work here is done.
I thought it was neat. But yeah, you all can meet back at the front of the house.
Did we get the figurines? Did anyone do that?
Yeah, you did. Kenzie retrieved the box and like set it out basically near the basically set it out like right in front of the door because she was asked to retrieve it for Keegan and then Keegan left. So it's basically right by the door.
So
they're not. Yeah. There are 5. Yeah, there's 5 figurines. One of them is a sapphire figurine that is a spouting whale. One of them is a topaz smiling fox. There is a pair of dancing emerald rabbits. Those are each individuals, but they technically come in a pair. And then there is a ruby bulette with the words "Big Love" carved into it.
I love that.
Big love.
Correct.
I'm
It's a
glaring at the bulette.
it is a very chunky bulette carving too. It is like very like.
That
It's
seems
very
like something they saw at like a thrift store, and they're like, "Listen,
Yeah.
I know it's $200. We gotta get it. We gotta get it."
Would you get it?
Yes.
Bro, this reminds me of the Avatar. Fucking like Iroh sees like the chimp with like the fucking
Yes.
with, like the ruby eyes. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, that's
Oh.
gorgeous.
Yes.
No, that's handsome. That would look perfect on the whole.
Well,
Very handsome.
And he's gonna turn away from the box and be like, "Well, we all get one, I guess."
Yep.
Anyone else wants to pick first?
Could you list them off one more time?
Yeah, sure. There is a whale. There's a sapphire whale figurine. There is a topaz fox figurine. There are 2 emerald rabbit figurines, and then there is a ruby bulette figurine.
What's the bulette again? I'll have to look.
It's
The fucking thing that killed Cat.
If you scroll up in Blight,
I like
Like, what do
Larry
they look
daggers at
like?
that fucking
I'll
bulette.
just
See,
pin
there's
it.
that picture of one.
I kind of want that, but I don't want.
It's kind of
like,
far up.
it-
I'll pin it.
It's like the association of bulettes. Like I like it, but it
That's a
has to
bulette.
be
I pinned it.
Oh, that's a bulette.
They're cute. That's what
I saw
sucks.
Lure.
They're really cute.
If no one else like steps forward to grab one first, Penny would take the topaz fox.
Okay.
Rat. I should have made my decision first.
You
Do
gotta
want
think
the-
fast now.
Do you want this one, Gris?
No, you can have it.
All right. I added
Sure.
a jeweled figurine to all your inventories. That's worth 125 gold. Feel free to keep that or sell it. I guess. Make note of which one you have.
Sorry, I know you just listed them off. There's the whale, there's a bulette, and then there's 2 of them. What are
Two
what's
rabbits.
rat?
2 jade rabbits, the
Uh?
exotic in Destiny 2.
I like the bulette.
All right. I'll add the
I
bullet.
hate what.
All right.
If
I
you
hate
were
what
gonna
it's
take it,
associated
I
with.
was, and I was gonna take it. So
Maybe
Alright.
we're bad people.
I'll add the big love bullet to your inventory.
I just love the big love. It gives me the same vibe as those shorts that say pink on the butt.
This is nasty.
Big-
So,
big
what's
old
everyone else
bullet.
grabbing?
I'm gonna look
I'll
at
just take
Palin
whatever's
Sam. Okay.
left over. It's not a huge.
I'm gonna slowly start reaching for the whale.
All
But
right.
I'm also
What's-
just like checking both the Pal and Sam's reactions to see if any of them wanted it.
You having them?
What's
You
the sapphire
having
one again?
the sapphire one is a whale, and then there are 2
Ooh, a
emerald
whale.
dancing rabbits.
Oh, that looked handsome.
I'll slowly take my hand back away from. Retract my hand slowly.
Oh,
from the
this would
whale.
look perfect on the stern of a ship or something. I'm loving this. I get a good vibe from this whale.
Then I'll grab a rabbit.
Alright.
Definitely not disappointed. You're gonna have to rename the sapphire whale in my inventory.
Yeah, I will.
Hey pal, we got matching rabbits.
So sad.
Yeah, yeah, I'm okay with selling this one.
Okay, was selling this one. Gosh.
Oh.
Hey, we have matching rabbits. I'm gonna sell mine.
Like regifting something.
Yeah. That's
It's the Christmas present that's like 10 years old because it just keeps on getting cycled between Christmases.
Alright. Well, I guess what now? We got a little bit of funds under our belt. Oh, shut up.
where are
Okay.
you?
Sorry.
Tyler just like wailed.
Wait, sorry. Do we all have 200 silver, right? Or is that just
Yeah, we all got 200 silver from Pal distributing some money
Okay.
earlier. Pal
Okay,
gave
we
us our allowance.
I didn't realize we did put that in. Wait, why did it go back to 0?
Did
Okay,
you
it's-
hit enter?
No, I was in the middle of typing it and it went back to
Yeah, it's
zero.
fine. It gets
It's a
finicky
little-
sometimes.
Oh, fuck you, Lucky. But I am leaving it up to you all to track your money.
Yeah.
If it,
Okay,
seem,
I
if it
didn't
seems
realize that.
if it seems suspicious, I'll be like,
Give me
I
this
don't,
300
That's-
gold
yeah, I was just-
skull.
I don't,
Is it
I
like
don't remember.
assumed that we already sold the figurines then?
You
We
can
got
if you
that
want.
one.
If you want to, you can hold on to it for any purpose that you want, or you can sell it immediately.
Okay.
Penny's gonna hold on to hers.
I'm gonna hold on to mine for now, just because Keegan gave it to us.
Same. Also, what was the estimate on I bad memory. The estimate on
125
gold,
gold is
Okay,
their
that's
value.
If you actually look
Okay.
at the details of the thing, like in your inventory, if you click on edit item, it'll show you the price that
Oh,
Leo said.
sorry. I'm just clicking. Oh, okay, I see.
And so Penny is gonna kind of turn to everybody and be like, well, where to now? We, kind of detoured a bit, but Pal and Sam, you guys have business, around, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not everywhere, basically. So I mean, we can whatever.
Well, I guess we could probably take maybe some downtime though.
Yeah, if you want.
Like take some like maybe take like an actual week in game and just
Yeah,
spend time researching, training,
yeah.
possibly making money.
We got montage. I also want to play. I want Nota to actually get the rules of badminton at some point. She has a deck of cards, so she's gonna have Chris sort
I
of
forgot.
help
Is
her.
badminton Texas Hold'em? What
No,
is it?
Euchre. It's
Euchre.
Mm.
So I'm gonna, cause I'm like, Petty, you and I know how to play, and Chris knows how to play too. So we just need a fourth, and then if nobody else volunteers, I'm gonna set Terrence down to be the fourth.
So I think
yeah.
if we were to take downtime, Penny would spend probably most of it trying to find any information she can on Algal, the any references to like burial rites in the area, and anything referencing Olmeron. So if there's like a library in here in
Let me
Cardos.
check Cardos's notes.
And if it's in Lucky Fortune, since we're taking downtime, I would just go over to Lucky Fortune and also look there because it's close enough.
Yeah. Cardos. Information is a bit did in Cardos, it seems. Let me look at Lucky Fortune. Yeah. So in regards to finding answers of the religious kind, a lucky fortune would probably be your best bet. There is if you mention this at any point to Karth, he'd probably let you know that like the priest Deshaun there has like a decent collection of texts describing religion, because he didn't build the temple that he resides in. He actually just, it was just an empty broken down temple that he just sort of squatted in for long enough till people just accepted that it was his.
Squatters'
Oh.
rights.
Yeah, squatters' rights, basically. He's basically collected religious texts and scrolls and whatnot to basically come up with. He has the closest thing to like a library regarding like religious research, basically there.
So I would probably tag along with them when they go to Lucky Fortune then, and maybe spend the week there just researching as much as I can.
Okay.
And I do have comprehend languages, so language barriers should not be an issue depending on the writing.
Let me see something real quick. You follow. So you're going with Karth then, I guess. What is everyone else doing?
Yeah,
I guess
that's,
with
that's
their
my
downtime.
thing. So if everyone else wants to figure out what their
Can
downtime is.
Can I try? What can you do with artisans' tools for crafting? I don't see anything on the dock.
Let me. Yeah,
But
let
I
me
thought there
pull
was
up-
a
Artisan
thing for
tools
it.
Artisan tools is a catch-all for all tools.
Oh.
If you have
I just have
with-
proficiency with artisan tools.
that probably just means you have proficiency with one type of
You have to
artisan
choose.
tools.
You have to choose. That means you have to choose
Oh, okay.
one.
I think
basically.
I think I chose poisoner's kit, but because I think I was like, oh yeah, poisons and oh no, but I wanted to do potions. Wait, you could craft scrolls and tattoos.
Yes, that is what Penny actually has, I
Oh?
believe.
Yes, I have calligrapher's tools.
Yo, you could make more tattoo needles.
Yeah, she can basically generate random she can basically gotcha tattoo recipes if she wanted.
Okay, I
Good
think
to
I'm
know.
It's a good time to dip into crafting if you want to do that.
It is a random effect though, so be aware that like it may not be the most useful tattoo, but it will be like a recipe under her belt from then onward, basically, that she can apply elsewhere. Someone who could use it. But let me pull up the.
I don't suppose robots can have tattoos.
They can actually.
I can.
Sure.
Oh.
just a Sharpie and then some
Yeah, it's
spray
basically.
varnish.
It's basically.
Maybe a magic marker or two.
Because the way that tattoos work, the in-world reason behind why they work is it's similar to the process in which wizards copy spells into spellbooks. So it uses very similar ink. For tattoos, it uses ink that is sort of mixed in with powdered gems, and that's why they tend to run more expensive than other crafting projects. But
For oils, since you can apply it to ammunition or a melee weapon, could you theoretically apply it to like your claws or something?
you could
Like dunk your claws and let them soak for a minute, or
yeah. Granted, like it says in the description, the action of
it's
applying
only
it
for a
takes 1 minute.
Yeah,
The action takes 1 minute, and the effect lasts for 4 hours. So yes,
for
you
4
can.
hours.
So basically, you would have to
I
do
was
it
like, it'd
while
be funny
in
if
there
Noda
for-
could make bombs, but realistically, I don't think she'd be able to make bombs, or
Yeah.
should be able to make bombs.
That's good
Yeah.
reflection on the character.
Yeah,
Lucy would like to make bombs. Noda should not be able to make bombs.
maybe not.
Maybe not. I think maybe she would want to get into potion crafting, though.
So potioner supplies.
Yeah, I think so.
Does she have potioner supplies?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know what I have in terms of that kind of stuff. I think I had chosen something earlier, but I don't remember what I picked.
Let me check at your. You get to choose a proficiency. You don't get the actual
Oh, gotcha.
tools.
Okay.
Unless. So let me look at your proficiencies and let me add.
Wait, what's
A
spirit? Oh, okay. Not like
Yeah.
spirits, like ghost spirits, like alcohol. Okay.
Yes.
I was like,
Yeah.
whoa.
I have
ghosts?
tools because of my backstory and
No
basically
one was like,
because
I
I'm
should get a hobby.
wizard, I need them.
Yeah, I'm just like, I should get a hobby. I don't know what though.
supplies. All right. So.
Oh wait, no, I think I wanted the herbalist's kit. 'cause-
So you already
but that's
you
gathering, right?
that helps you efficiently gather supplies for specific. You basically like for crafting, you can just like spend gold and you can just start crafting. But if you take if you use a gathering tool set, then you can basically substitute money for that sort of stuff.
I see.
So if you've seen the dock,
She's doing
herbalists
that
can
kid
gather.
thing that
yeah.
like she's just making a mud pie outside.
All right.
She's like, I don't have money to actually buy anything right now, so I'm just gonna make a mud pie. But it's a really
Sure.
good one.
Okay, what else are you putting in the mud pie? Are you like?
I'm putting I did find some. I had used good berries throughout the week, so I just have some random berries on top of it. But I plucked the leaves off to use that as a garnish. It's really advanced.
And Gris would eat that.
I like have a piece of bark that's like I'm using as a plate. I'm like, eat up, guys.
I've learned a thing I want to do with my downtime, but I'll get to it later.
Cool.
I'm guessing we're also doing a training montage, but
Yeah, I was gonna say in my downtime I want to do the
My
training.
downtime. Is there a library to hit up?
But,
There is not a library to hit up. Penny was looking for that.
Shoot, then in my downtime, I want to eat the mud pie.
something else I also just thought of while looking
Sam's
at my
sitting there with
inventory.
me. We're just both playing in the mud.
I was looking through my
Emotional
inventory, and I
abuse at
realized
9 a.m. Mud
that I
pie.
don't have. Anyway, the conversation from earlier about health potions. I want to buy one from a shop.
Sure.
if that exists, which I
Yeah,
assume
no,
it does.
there's plenty of health. There's plenty of shops to buy from there. Let me pull up the notes of the name of the exact shop in Cardos. Is known as. Let's see. It's known as the Whale's Jaw. It doubles as an inn and general store. Like it's an inn and supplier place. It's got all like this weird like sort of whaling and fishing memorabilia like hung up on the walls, but there's yeah, you're easily able to just like flag down there's like the bartender area, and then there's like off to the side where there's like display cases of like tools and supplies and whatnot. You can get a health potion easily for 50 gold if you'd so like.
And how much silver is 50 gold?
500.
Is it 5 silver is 1 gold or
10.
10
It's
silver,
10.
1
okay?
500.
Oh wait, shit. Really? No,
Yeah.
I wanted to pay for this to silver, but
You could probably just convert it to golds in your inventory if that's easier.
yeah, that would be. I'll convert all currency.
So I'm proficient in potion or supply,
Wait,
but I don't
no.
have any.
It
You
it
have 9
made it all
platinum now.
platinum.
Yeah.
Why did it do it that way?
You now
Why?
have. I can do
Oh,
this.
to the highest spot.
90.
Yeah,
It's
just-
Electrum.
There you go.
That's
conversion.
so much better. Thank you.
Electrum
don't
is
use Electrum,
is a
right?
fantasy currency that doesn't exist.
Oh.
It's a myth. It's a myth spoke about in Legends where it's like Electrum is the 5 Electrum equals 1 gold, but it's the only one that's like that because 10 copper equals a silver, 10 silver equals a gold, 10 gold equals a platinum. But then Electrum's in there. It's like,
Oh.
well, actually, 5 Electrum equals a gold, and then no one used it.
I feel like
Literally, no one used
that's
it.
a weird ratio, because isn't Electrum, like in real life, just gold and silver melted together?
Exactly. That's why it's the
They're all little
That
yin
is
yangs.
so weird. That is such a weird conversion. I feel like we're getting.
Yeah, I
ripped
guess I'll
off.
buy 1 health potion.
Okay.
Gold.
Go ahead and subtract
they-
50 gold from your inventory.
Do they have like a potion or supply kit that I could buy?
In here they do. Now if you saw
How much is it? I'm guessing it's a lot and I don't have the money for it. But I'm gonna
Let me
press my
pull-
nose up against the glass.
let me pull up.
Oh, well.
Hi, Zach.
It seems to be what? It is 80 gold pieces.
I'm
now
pressing up at the glass.
Yeah,
and I'm
now
looking at
the
rabbit
reason-
in my pocket.
the reason why it's so expensive is that the crafting tools, these ones that cost money that are 80 gold are specialized in that they allow you to add a stat to it that you normally wouldn't. So, for example, for you could get a silver alchemist kit, which allows you to add wisdom to your crafting roll. Or you could get a
Hold on, I
mithril.
saw that somewhere. Where is
You could
it?
you could get
material type. Okay.
you could get a mithril kit that allows you to add your charisma to the crafting roll, a copper type to add your dexterity.
How wise am I? Hold on.
It's your
best stat.
Oh, I'm as okay. It's just okay. I'm as wise as I am dexterous.
yeah.
But theoretically, you're not going to be boosting your physical stats because of your wild shapes. You'll be focusing more into your wisdom and stuff.
Correct.
Or I don't know.
Is that how that works? How?
Yes,
How do you play druid?
For Circle of the Moon Druid, you're gonna want to focus on your mental stats as opposed to your physical ones. So your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. Wisdom is your priority.
Unless you focus on the barbarian part of
Oh,
your
my tool
character.
proficiencies, it says alchemist supplies and herbalism kit, but I think I just chose alchemist. I think herbalism was what I chose earlier, but I'm gonna get rid of that.
Alright.
Unless I can have both, but I don't.
I'll take it off if you wanted to. Fuck it. Goodbye, herbalism kit.
Or I'm looking at random herbs on there. What is that? Eats it. Okay, yeah, then I guess I. So wait, if I bought a silver one, I could add my wisdom, and if I bought a copper one, I could add my dex.
Yes.
But would the copper one be cheaper, or is that
No,
just
they all
material
cost the
made
same.
out of-
They're specialized.
Oh, okay.
They're specialized tool. The amount of metal used for each one is obviously different because of the different value. But in order to incorporate the ability to use your charisma, use your wisdom, that would aid in that
Okay.
process.
That makes sense, then, yeah,
evens
I'll
out
get the
to
silver
around the
one.
same amount.
I'm like, which one do you like better, Terry? And I'm gonna hold him up to the glass, have him splat his hand on whichever one he likes better, and he's gonna pick the silver one. So I'm gonna slide my rabbit across the my emerald rabbit across the table. I was like, can I?
Can you break an emerald rabbit?
Can you break this?
Oh
into-
god.
So I'm gonna try to sell it and then buy the potioner thing.
The one behind the counter there is a let me see here. What is the it's a bugbear that is kind of just like been like looking amusingly at you as you press your face up against the glass, like he's like used to like kids doing this sort of thing, and he's just like
I try to like wipe off my spear with my cloak.
Yeah, he's got like a head in the hands. It's just sort of like he's not excited, but he's just like mildly bemused at this sort of shtick. He's like, "Yeah, sure, kid. Let me look at it." And he looks at it. He's like, "Yeah, I'll take this." And he'll take the statue and like hand over a pouch of 125 gold pieces. So I'll take the emerald rabbit out of your inventory. Buy emerald rabbit. And then go ahead and add 125 gold.
Can I just add 45 and then just get the
Yeah,
potioner's
you can
kit?
do that. Sure.
How do I do math? That's what 74. Yeah.
Oops.
29. Yeah, 74 gold.
Math.
And I'm gonna run outside to Sam, who's still making mud pies. Like, Sam, check out what I just got.
What?
Our mud
This-
pies are gonna be elevated.
It's like when they had like those slime kits or like those weird like like those little mold things that you got, like those that was marketed towards kids. Like you want to make like gross bugs out of like plastic molds or whatever.
It's just
It's
a
one
bunch
of
of
the-
molds and like fancy spoons and plates.
Yeah.
Fancy jars, like check this shit out.
Hmm. Also, I
It
just wanted to
looks
mention
like-
during my downtime, I'm gonna buy a lantern,
Okay.
like an oil lantern and/or like a hooded lantern.
All
I already
right.
have one of those in my inventory. Do you want
You do?
it? For some reason, I
Where
had.
did you
It's in
get a
my consu-
lantern from?
I don't
Oh
know.
yeah,
it's just in
that's
my
part
consumable.
of her rogue starting gear. You get it
I
part
don't
of,
think
as
I've
part of the
ever
thieves guild.
used it.
Can
Yeah,
I
you
have
have-
it so I can see in dungeons?
Yeah.
We had it the whole time. We were walking around with Shield Boy over here. Boy in white.
Listen, it didn't actually occur to me until you just said lantern. Like, wait, I just saw that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got stuff to do. Oh, we take my leave. Bye bye.
not-
Oh, bye.
yeah, I will
shit.
take the lantern, and then I'm assuming it's an oil lantern. And I'll purchase.
It's this hooded lantern.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want then.
I don't know how to give it to you. Oh, right over here.
It's the scale thingy.
Yeah, I was just
scale
trying to
And
thing.
then I
find
guess
it.
I would
Extends
purchase.
hand with a lantern.
I would purchase.
Oh, I give
any
it to you.
Fuel that I need.
What kind of
keep it-
fuel does it take? What if I
Uh,
have
it-
that?
Oil.
It comes already with enough fuel for, let me see.
Put a lantern that casts a bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light in just 30 feet. Once lit, it burns for 6 hours on a flask, 1 pint of oil.
Oh, I have 2 oil flasks.
Can I
Yeah.
have those as well?
Yeah. No, I want those actually.
I just want him to have them.
Oh god, yeah, it's so much useful. Oh god.
Be more useful in your hands. Actually, you remember. What is a? Oh, I just didn't look at a lot of the stuff I've had. I have a, I don't know how to pronounce it, but Python, Piton.
Climbing gear.
Yeah,
That
it's
looks
climbing gear.
useful.
They're like spikes.
Yeah.
Basically, you hammer it in to create anchor points as you climb upwards. So that way,
Cool.
if you fall, you don't fall all the way back to the ground.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, having those
That's about it.
lanterns, having those lanterns is gonna be game changing because I can actually see when I do shit now, and I don't have to hold fucking Pal's shield.
You gotta complain about my shit.
Can't have it anymore, then. Huh.
Well, so I have less rations than this.
Ow! Don't fucking poke my butt with your claw.
Little nasty.
But yeah, that's what I'm doing in my downtime. Is I'm researching, and I'm apparently taking Griss's lantern and being like, "Why didn't you tell us about this? What other secrets must you hide from us?"
It was sticking out of her bag the whole time, and none of us said anything.
Your lies are tearing us apart.
Yeah, I'm basically-
Not even my lies. It's just my ignorance.
All of
and
us just, like,
forgetfulness.
Forgot
You're-
it was there because we're so used to looking at it.
Your omission of information is tearing us apart. Ah.
yeah, I'm gonna fasten it kind of like around my belt.
It's a bit
I'm
big.
in like
but-
the character sheet, and like there's a tab that's just downtime. Can we
Yes.
use?
Oh.
Is that for exactly this? Oh.
So
it can't-
downtime is where you can just put in things
Yeah.
that you want to do.
Yeah,
Oh.
it could be a useful feature for you keeping track of like, hey, I want to do this in the future. If you want to be like, I want to experiment with potion making, I want to experiment with, I want to train for something. You can basically put that in
Oh,
the downtime tab.
You're supposed to like when we have downtime. I want to.
Yeah, and then I
Okay.
can update the progress on how much progress are you making on that. Did you make any progress or did
Ah.
it fail or whatever?
Okay, wait. So I want to add item get swole with
That's what I was gonna put.
Yeah.
I was gonna do get all caps.
That was-
Get swole.
Same hat.
You get it, you get it. Can I also, so wait, I see that for potion making, I have to make the base and then the recipe. So to make a healing potion, would that end up being 50 gold? Because it's the healing base is 25 gold, and then the healing recipe is another 25 gold.
Yeah, with that you make just a plate straight up better healing potion by doing that. It does 4d4 plus 2.
Oh, okay. So the healing base itself could still just be used as a potion, though.
Yes, the healing base by itself is 25 gold and does 2d4 plus
Oh,
2.
so
It's
then
a,
I can make it real juicy, basically. is
yeah, you
what I
can juice it up, and you can also experiment to get other potion effects. Some of these are absolutely crazy, and if you get the busted one, I'm gonna be upset. But
Okay. Then also in my downtime, can I try to make my first potion?
sure. Are you just doing the base, or are you going to experiment a bit?
With the experiment, well, do you need a base to do the recipes below?
Yes. You need to
So
do.
I'd make the plain base and then the experiment, or the healing base and then the experiment?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna first just start with trying to make a healing base.
All right. You're able to do that. That's taken into account. Basically, you don't need to roll for that. It's basically what recipe you want to do with that.
Oh,
You can just make a healing base straight up. It just means the DC will start at 10 regardless of depending on what you do.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna start with the plain healing base. I don't want to sink too
All
much
right.
money into
Subtract 25 gold from your inventory, and I will add a healing potion
this
to
is
your
an expensive hobby to have.
I wonder what those are like.
Subtract 25.
Yeah, and I will add a
So
healing
that's
potion.
49. Cool.
All right, healing potion added to your inventory.
Cool. Do I have to roll for it or no?
Nope, not for that. If you just want
So
to
you don't
pump,
have to. You don't have to roll for the bases. You just have to roll for the.
yeah. If you just want to pump out bases and that's all you want to do for use potion crafting, that's
What is a
you can just do
regular
that.
potion heal like? What is the one that Maddie just bought? How much does that
2d4
heal?
plus 2.
2d4 plus.
And that
Yeah.
was 50 gold.
Yeah, you basically made it at
So I
half the
could do it
price.
for half the price. Cool.
Yes.
Does
Basically,
Penny
all.
have any healing potions?
I do not.
I'm like, Penny, look at this juice I just made. It's the
Yeah,
first one I ever made.
how are
Here,
you
for
making how are you making this? Yeah, how do you want to
I'm
flavor
taking
your
a bunch
potion
of good
crafting?
berries I have, and I'm like muddling it, like pestle and mortar, just sort of really grinding it in, and then pouring it into the bowl, so it's just like
All right,
the berry
so
juice with pulp.
a cursed thought into mind is that you are basically making healing potions with pulp. Is what you're doing.
Yeah, it's totally
Okay,
pulp. And
horrible.
I'm like, it's got extra fiber in it.
Disgusting. Disgusting.
This one's just for you. I had you in mind when I made it.
Thank you.
Because
I
I know
fi-
how much
I would
you
pay.
get hurt, and I
It's
don't.
a chunk drink.
I would pay. I would pay double. I would pay double the price of orange juice if I could get it without pulp. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna
sell
keep it real with you.
Pulp-free orange juice. You don't have to do that.
Oh,
have
that
but
exists.
no. The option was like
No, but I-
orange.
just to- yeah.
If orange juice as pulp, I would pay twice that amount if it allowed me to have no pulp in it. Like if you had to pay
But they
twice,
Really?
I would do it. Yeah.
I didn't think you'd be that kind of person, Leo, not gonna lie.
Granted, I choose
Yeah, you
apple
really,
juice.
You really kind of let me down.
I choose
guys.
apple juice.
honestly,
I choose
like,
apple juice
I don't
over
think
orange
my
juice.
opinion will ever
I
be
Fine.
considered getting the extra pulp orange juice the other day.
No.
I've
Oh.
grown to like pulp, but
Maddie,
I
are we just
can't drink
opposites? Are we just opposites all the way
guess.
down? Fucking.
I mean, I just got
Yeah.
regular pulp, but I just feel like you get more bang for your buck. It's the same price. For,
I
like,
got better bang
more
for your
shit.
buck if you just wanna. You can use that.
Feather? What's
Yeah,
a
I feel like
feather
you
gonna
just-
do?
Chomp down on some of those, get the same experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Am
but
I
like,
the only
talking
so,
about orange juice and shit. Just here
So-
for the diesel.
as Noda makes more like potions, she'll soon understand that not everybody likes pulp, and she'll start learning how to strain it. She has a strainer in her kit, but she's like, I love pulp. I don't know why other people wouldn't.
Well, yeah. It's like
She's
it's like.
I put extra skins in there. For
Well, no,
you.
yeah, no, it's like how Maddie's reasoning for getting the pulp, like extra pulp orange juice. Like you get more for it. You get
I'm
more
like,
potion.
more
Like what's?
filling. If you have to chew it, it's more filling, and
Yeah.
then you'll feel a lot better because you'll have a full tummy.
If it goes down viscous, then that's how it be.
If it
how you know
slides
it's
out
working.
of the jar. But yeah, so is it in my inventory? Okay, yeah, and then I'm gonna give it to Penny. I'm like, I noticed that you're often you're on death's door a lot, so
Yeah, I'm kind of.
you're constantly on the
Casually.
verge of death.
You're
so
getting
maybe
you're
this
getting
extra
fucking
juice will
wrecked out
help.
there, kid. You're getting your ass
I
kicked.
think I'm starting to figure out where I'm supposed to be. I've not really fought much in a group. or fought much in general, really.
Well,
lot
I'll
of-
make you plenty of juices. And a big
Oh.
thumbs up.
Boy.
The note is special.
Hey, I'm open to feedback.
Oh,
Please be nice. I will cry. It's very sincere look.
it's thick.
Do you like pulp?
Can I insight check to see if Noda would be mad at me if I said no?
Sure, make an insight check.
I said 9 plus 1, 10.
Alright, Lucy,
not-
what does
she's
it? What does a
just
10? What
She's
does a
just
10?
genuinely asking. She's just looking at you.
I like a little pulp.
I'm horrified. I put so much in there. I'm so sorry.
No, it's
I
okay.
just- I really like to chew my drinks, so I just thought that everybody like.
Jesus Christ!
So I just thought
How
that
many mud
everybody.
pies have you eaten?
Oh
Oh,
my
dude,
goodness.
There's a reason why mine are so nice. Presentation's everything.
Ugh.
I'm so sorry.
it's
I
good.
can dig some of the leaves out if you want.
No, it's good.
And before you even ask, they're already digging their paws into the
Yeah, I'm
drink.
already sticking my. I'm trying to stick my
Taking
finger into.
fistfuls of pulp out of it.
I'm trying to like stick my finger into the jar to like into the flask to get some of the pulp
No,
out.
it's okay. It's okay. No, really,
Okay,
it's fine.
I'll invest in cheesecloths.
I thought you just intended cheese. I'm like,
I'll invest in
Good for
cheese.
you.
This is your formal notice.
The next drink will be cheese.
It's gonna be a bisque.
yeah, I will take the healing potion and just kind of stare at it for a bit, watching everything settle in it.
If you let it settle, then all of the sediment's gonna sit at the bottom, and if you shoot it back fast enough, you could just get the liquid on the top. It's one of those like shake before you drink things, but if you don't shake it, you'll just get the
Is
liquid.
chewing like a bonus action?
You ever so we have this specialty in our village called bubble tea.
Oh my god.
So we have these little
Okay.
tadpoles in our drinks.
Tadpole.
Yeah, we use like small bamboo shoots to suck
A
them up.
tapioca
Tadpole.
bowl.
I
Yeah.
will never ever have boba again because of you.
Well, it's the extra protein. That's how we all get so fit.
See, it's
You
weird
need-
because
you
in
need
my,
some
in my
protein.
hometown we have
Don't tell
something
Terry
called
though.
boba
He
as
can't
well,
know.
but they make that with spider eggs.
Spider eggs?
Ooh.
Oh,
You
those
are
the ones
just
that are those the ones
trying
that
to
burst?
get me to. I have a boba cup on my desk right now.
Oh, I've always wanted to try one of those. We've heard about them, but we don't have that many spider eggs around our village. At least not the ones that burst like that.
Yeah,
Ours
yeah.
are more small. They don't got that juice.
Yeah, and if you use some of the like more like
That
acid-
explains why you
acid
like a more
spiders-
light pulp, because you don't have as much to chew through.
Yeah, it all
Okay,
just kind of
I'm
explodes
writing
at
this
once.
down. I have a little notebook in my alchemist kits for like taking notes. I'm like, okay, less pulp.
We've made boba cannon. Congratulations.
Tapioca's tadpoles. And then
I'm not
bursting
writing
boba's
this down.
just
I'm gonna
spider
forget
eggs.
it like in the future.
It's okay.
Please.
I will remember this.
I'm begging.
I'm writing it down in my notes. I'm gonna
I'm
highlight
begging
the
right
square.
now.
I'm
Boba.
not- I'm not
I had
writing this
the
shit
most
down.
delicious brown sugar boba today. Don't ruin this for me.
Yeah, our boba's usually savory, so I don't.
Savory! Savory!
Get that umami. Get
Yeah,
that
it's about
umami.
that umami flavor. You gotta get
A lot of the
Gotta
times,
get-
a lot of the
Get
times
that
you just skim
umami,
the fat
bro.
off the top, but it makes it really good.
Savory!
Get that umami.
Oh, soiled it! Soiled it! Chocolate! Chocolate!
It is
Gee,
6
we broke
o'clock,
time.
Maddie.
Yeah, it is 6.
Yeah.
This is a good part to end on. We can come back and wrap up whatever downtime you guys are spending. You're spending like a couple days just hanging out.
And also we could figure out where we're going next
Yes,
between sessions.
Yeah.
sure can.
I also put something in Foundry stuff, Leo, because I was trying to add a picture to my gets full downtime thing. And it's just not working. I don't know. It doesn't
Because
say.
all the pictures pull locally from Leo's.
Yes, so I have to upload it. So
Oh.
yeah, I
So
can
he has to
upload that
do it.
and change that to your get swole thing.
Cool, thank you. And yeah, I don't know if I did it correctly. I just kind of
No,
changed
I'll-
a couple things.
Yeah, I'll look
but-
over it to make sure it's all right. But yeah,
Cool.
I am going to like now be looking for tadpoles and spider eggs to be added to my potion.
Please.
It's like me when I was like child, like going around my yard and making a potion, just getting anything I could find.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There,
Lots of sticks.
I was
Lots
a
of
little
leaves.
alchemist using the mortar and pestle. But yeah, did you guys enjoy that session? You guys have fun?
Yeah. A lot of fun.
It kind of fell off at the end, but I really
What are you
enjoyed the
talking about?
session.
It really peaked at the end. I am highlighting it, and I'm gonna draw a big square around it with highlighter so I remember that.
Lucy,
This is important information.
I am leaving it up to you to get any art you want for Noda's Desert Lynx form.
I'm actually gonna commission my friend Dahlia for it. So.
Are you?
Oh.
Ooh,
Yeah.
commission first person to
Sorry,
commission
that's
art.
Pulling cat hair off my desk.
Because Dahlia's really good at drawing like, they do furry art, but like
but
they
like,
also
we
are
all
good at
know.
just drawing like wolf-like, cat-like features. So I'm like, I
You know what? You know what'd be
There's no
funny
way to
is
make
if
that
you
so
commission this artist and then you never wild shape into a lynx.
I would have to. Dahlia's a good friend of mine, so of course
Yeah,
I gotta
I've been
use
meaning
it.
to get-
I gotta use it at least once.
I've been meaning to get art commissioned of Penny.
Well,
Also, because I'm not good at drawing. but
I showed you
want
I showed you the
lynx
stats for the lynx form, right? I haven't really done any changes beyond that. It
Yeah.
is not as strong
there
as your
a-
earth sign form, mind
For
you.
sure. Can you actually send me? Because it's like I can't look at it on my thing. Because I can't look at my wild shape stats just on Foundry. Is there a way that I could? If you could just send a screenshot of both of them, and I'll just have them pinned somewhere.
Yeah.
Something.
I'll send it in Bright Blight because I don't think it
Yeah.
needs to be a mystery from your party.
I don't want them to know what I can do.
All right, then I'll send it to you personally.
No, they're
Fuck
gonna
it.
find
I
out.
want to know though.
Too
All
bad.
sucks to suck.
Oh,
You're not even in. You're not even in this campaign, Jackson. Get the fuck out.
not yet.
I'm gonna hop out and try to finish me homework. So
Okay.
have a good day.
Have fun.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank
Good
you.
session.
Okay, I need to find a separate section in this notebook just for figuring out everybody's juice preferences in terms of pulp.
Are you actually doing this?
I'm writing down that Penny prefers light pulp.
So
This
so
is
so
demonic.
basically, as a description for the lynx form,
All of my potions are gonna be bobas.
is that it is the quicker like faster. It's not as big. It doesn't take up the whole space that your bear form does, so it can manage in corridors and whatnot. It is
Can you
faster.
also send the bear form too?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can.
Thank you.
Your bear form is basically good for tanking and for damage. It is a bruiser. It is your tank form.
That's
Big.
my main form because I'm a bear.
Yes,
That's
but it is
I don't
when
know that I
convenient.
can turn into a lynx, basically, for everyone
Yeah.
else. Like, I don't know what's gonna
What-
happen, and
when
when it
is-
happens, she's gonna be equally confused.
Your lynx form also has utility in that it has advantage on certain perception checks, and it also has advantage on survival
pack
checks in the
tactics.
desert. Yeah, you also get pack tactics as the lynx,
shit,
which is
that's
cool.
good.
Yeah, so it doesn't replace the bear form. It will not replace the bear form because Noda is a
Absolutely
bear.
not.
Noda's a
I am a
bear, of
bear.
course. But
Naturally.
Yeah,
I think
barely.
Sam's lucky that she's gonna. It's gonna be extra mud in Sam's drinks.
yeah.
Good session. Good fun. I want to feed Pilot so he stops screaming.
Yeah, I was
Uh,
gonna get up, but
I'm gonna head out as well because I have to piss and I also have to eat, and I hopefully will not do both at the same time.
Or you could be like Cam and then sometimes do.
It
Sometimes.
it was
Nearly every
efficient.
time I'm shitting, I'm